Hello, friends. Welcome into our live stream reaction of the Cowboys versus the Seattle Seahawks. I am your host, Tom Downey. Cowboys, by the way, marching down the field. Look what happens. Tavon Austin gets the ball, picks up 18 on a little run there. One note here, if you missed the early part of the game, Tyrone Crawford did leave with a arm injury, a wrist, a shoulder on his elbow, something along those lines. Update for you guys, though, some good news. Is expected to return. He had the old support sleeve put on that elbow, so he should be okay to come back in. Cowboys went 3-and-out on their first drive despite a penalty that almost gave them a first down. Had to punt there. Seattle should have gone 3-and-out, but then they got one of those new stupid roughing the passer rules because you can't land on the quarterback anymore because apparently that's too hard and too tough on the quarterback. So Tyrone Crawford got flagged for that, but the Cowboys did manage to hold, and they forced a punt there. You see the scoreboards there going on at the bottom right of your screen. We'll update those throughout today's game here. Cowboys and the Seahawks. Once again, I'm Tom Downey. Producer Brett Scott is behind the scenes, and he'll be mic'd up occasionally as well. He'll be the disembodied voice you see at sporadic points throughout tonight.
Tom, they can't see disembodied voices.
Oh, yeah. I see what you did there. You know what was the ugliest game, Brett? We just flashed it up there. That Titans-Jags game.
Jags.
That was brutal. Hopefully this game is a little better. Of course, Brett, our recent track record of these things have been less than stellar in terms of the overall quality of the game.
Yeah, so far, interesting happenings so far halfway through the first quarter with, of course, what the heck just happened there?
I think Earl Thomas just picked off a pass. We'll see if it stands. I'm not sure that hit the ground. But, yeah, as it is right now, that's an Earl Thomas interception because, of course, it is now. It's not Dak's fault. That hit Deontay Thompson right in the hands.
I think it was Michael Gallup.
Was it Gallup? Oh, that's even worse. That was a Dez Bryant play from last season. Well, they ruled incomplete.
They did rule it incomplete.
Okay. I thought that let's see.
Thomas is
celebrating like he caught it. I got the replay here. Yeah, you're right. That was to Gallup. Good play by Trey Flowers to knock it loose.
Hard to tell from that angle, but
I think that's a pick. I think that's an Earl Thomas interception because, of course, it is, Brett. What was one of my keys to the games? That's a pick. Yeah, he pinned that on his foot. That's going to be overturned. That's going to be a Seattle pick. So, Brett, my keys to the game. Don't let Earl Thomas get interceptions off you. Tweeted it out this morning. That's going to be overturned. That's going to be the Seahawks ball there. Flashes back for me, Brett, to that Denver game where Dak puts the ball on the money, receiver, Dez Bryant can't bring it in. That one's on Gallup. That's a critical mistake for the Cowboys. Seattle, of course, is challenging right now. I don't think it'll take that long because that's going to get overturned. That is going to be Seattle ball. So critical mistake there for the Cowboys on what we think, Brett, is going to be a turnover. Still 5:37 to go in the first quarter. Of course, we're just now joining us, getting started, I should say, here. I'm Tom Downey. That's producer Brett Scott behind the scenes and on the mic.
Tom, obviously in a low-scoring battle, defensive affair like this, teams that get turnovers usually win. And if that team is the home team as well, come on. Yeah, that's not going to go, especially with Seattle and their home field advantage because we know how just different that is. That 12th man advantage is indeed a real thing. So we're waiting for this play to be overturned because it was very obvious to me and you, Brett. Earl Thomas did not let that ball hit the ground. Pinned it off almost his high ankle and managed to reel it in. So, again, this is why we don't box score scout, Brett, because that's going to go down as an interception. But in reality, that was not a pick. Or a pick that should be blamed on Dak Prescott. That was not his fault. So, some Bet DSI odds. They are indeed sponsoring tonight's show. Which team will score first? Seahawks -125, Cowboys -105. Assuming this does get overturned here, you would think that Seattle's going to get that first one. What will be the first score of the game? Touchdown, -150. The field goal is +120. Brett, I always like the pluses there. I don't know why. I always just feel a little bit better about trying to go that route there. But I would have bet on the Cowboys to score first, but not exactly ideal. We had this over-under last week via BetDSI. Cowboys blew the over out of the water as well because guess what? It was an easy touchdown to Tavon Austin to start that game. A fun one that we'll check back in later on in the show. Will a team score in the last 2 minutes of the first half? And I'd like to go with the benefit, Brett. +185 versus -225 there.
Typically it's a yes, but I always like to just play the upside and try and play no instead. There are several player props out there as well, including some defensive or special teams touchdown props here. Yes, plus 200. No, minus 250. Surprise, Brett. The no is the favorite because typically you don't see those happen. Some more Dak Prescott bet DSI odds. Over-under on pass completions, it's just 19. It's very low. Minus 130 for the over, plus 100 for the under. The over-under on Dak Prescott passing yards as well is also at 207.5 here. Minus 125 versus minus 115, excuse me. Dak Prescott rushing yards, 24.5, minus 115. And they have indeed overturned this play, by the way, folks. It is an Earl Thomas interception, but because the play was blown dead, it's actually a no-gainer play. So the Cowboys do save some yards there on Michael Gallup's mistake, Brett.
Not a good start here for the Cowboys with the pick.
So we'll see what Earl Thomas or the Seahawks offense can do here. They've really tried to get Chris Carson involved
they're
early.
Running the ball a lot early.
Carson's been able to get a couple nice yards. He's got about 29, as you can see on your screen there, and he's faced a lot of pressure on the interior early. There's been issues where he's seeing defenders and has to make some guys miss and does end up getting up a couple yards there. So Brandon Marshall picks up a couple yards. Again, no Doug Baldwin in this one for the Seattle Seahawks. That's worth noting. The Seahawks offensive line also very banged up. No Justin Britt, no Ethan Posick. That means the backups are in the lineup for Seattle at center and left guard. But a key third down here coming up for the Seahawks, and they don't get it. As you can see there with our live scoreboard here, Russell Wilson was was trying to find Brandon Marshall, could not reel it in. So you see at the bottom of your screen there, right? Chatsports.com/stream. We know that all you guys just want to have the game. You guys want to find the game. If you want to watch the game live beyond just the live reaction, the scoreboard, the discussion, the fun weigh-ins and stuff, go to chatsports.com/stream, and we'll get you set up with a stream in there. So there you go. You're all welcome, okay? No more complaining about it. I'm done with it.
But hang out with us, too.
Yeah, because it's fun. I'll put the link even in there for you guys in the comment section. Ooh, almost picked off, by the way, on that third down play. There you go. No more complaining in the comment section, okay? But once again, Brett, Michael Dixon knows how to punt.
Yeah, he's a good punter.
A very good punter. So, good news, though, for the Cowboys, Brett. A 3-and-out, and Seattle got nothing. And then a big one as well, where the Cowboys turn the ball over. Earl Thomas makes a great interception off a Michael Gallup dropped pass, and the Cowboys defense holds. And I know that the Seahawks doesn't have a lot of yards so far, Brett, especially on the ground, but I like what they've done on defense. All right? Not many missed tackles. Crawford made some plays there. Jalen Smith should have had a sack on the play the Seahawks actually had to punt on afterwards, but he missed it, but it was enough to force a bad Russ throw.
So, of course, Cowboys going back on offense here. The big play last time out, Earl Thomas with the interception. And, Tom, we got to talk about it, right, man?
Yeah, we do.
I mean, what would you trade for Earl Thomas?
So, here's the reality of the situation. I think if you're the Cowboys, you have to drastically overpay. Because right now, Earl Thomas and the Seahawks front office are a married couple that hate each other, and they're trending toward a divorce, but they're staying together for now for the kids, i.e. the rest of the teammates.
All right, I put it in the comment section below. I want to hear what people have to say. Give me an Earl Thomas trade proposal that both teams will say yes to, because there haven't been any yet. And don't say David Irving, people.
Or Terrence Williams. Don't put in the players that you don't want.
Doesn't work like that.
It's not Madden where you can trade David Irving and Terrence Williams for a first-round pick, which I did do, by the way. Look, if you're the Cowboys, I don't think you go above a second. And frankly, now that you're almost a quarter of the year over, I don't think you give up a third. I just think that's a little bit too much if you're the Dallas Cowboys. I think that's just too much money to offer. Or not money, but I think price tag. It's just a little bit too expensive for Dallas. So here's the latest on Earl Thomas. The Cowboys do want to restart those trade talks because, of course, they do. They want Earl Thomas for a good reason. He's a heck of a football player. All right. Seattle, though, hasn't lessened their demands yet. And there's been some reports that they want a first-round pick and maybe even more, which is just why? You're not going to get that for a 29-year-old safety who's about to be a free agent and clearly doesn't like your organization. Now, the big buzz this week, Brett, was that Earl Thomas did miss some of the Seahawks practice this week for a personal reason, and there were some who thought, oh, maybe he won't play, which I always knew he was going to play in this game. He's not going to miss a game check. That's why he's here to begin with. All right? But in the end, why would Seattle give Earl Thomas what he wants? To trade to the Cowboys, for example. The Chiefs are the potential option. Let's say the Chiefs and the Cowboys offer a second-round pick both, Seattle's going to take the one that doesn't get Earl Thomas to Dallas. That's the unfortunate reality of the situation here. Not ideal by any means, but that's where we sit with Earl Thomas. So some more Zeke Elliott action here early on the ground. He picks up 3. Beyond the one loss on a third down, I think there's been enough room for Zeke that I think he's going to bust one off soon for a big, big gain. I don't like the Seahawks defensive line that much. Frankly, I thought 3 was the minimum he could have gained on that last play, Brett. But overall, you got to get Zeke going if you're the Cowboys because you can't do it all. Yeah, tight end sighting.
Overall, it still seems that Zeke is rusty.
Yeah.
He didn't play in the preseason. Whether or not you like to say it, he looks a little bit overweight or out of shape. I know he bulked up as well, but
he looks rusty.
Zeke looks rusty, and we're into game 3, and he still looks rusty.
The offensive line looks rusty, and frankly, we've seen that for 2 straight years with Zeke and now 3 straight years. As we mentioned on this week's Cowboys report, there's about a 40-yard difference for Zeke from week 1 and week 2 for the rest of the year, as the Cowboys are forced to punt because they ran a play to Jeff Swaim and it fell incomplete because when it's 3rd and 3, you go to Jeff Swaim.
Of course you do.
Okay, that's interesting. The Browns won, though, Brett.
Yeah, how about that? Baker looked nice.
Let me respond to people in the comment section here. Sup, Adam? There you go.
That Falcons-Saints game was
off
the
chain.
Bills? What's up with that? Yeah, that's
wait,
weird.
What? Brett, you and I know that we've been in the survivor pools, and I didn't want to overthink it. I'm like, I'm not going to overthink it. I'm not going to get cute. I'll just take the Vikings.
Yeah.
Oops.
I got cute last week.
Out of the survivor pool.
I got cute last week taking the Redskins over the Colts. They lose, and then they beat the Packers this week. So, football.
I don't know. It doesn't make much sense to me. Panthers won, so they're looking pretty good so far. By the way, that pass that was incomplete was a really nice pass breakup by Bradley McDougall, as Dak tried to find Swain.
Of course, the Chiefs looking good still, 3-0 now, beating the 49ers. Jimmy Garoppolo, torn ACL is the fear. Could be out for the year, Tom.
Oh, running into the kicker. First down Cowboys. It was 4th and 3. There we go.
Oh, my God.
There you go, Chris Jones. Way to sell it.
Nice sell
Way
job
to sell
is what
it.
that was.
Almost got – oh, man. Look at that. It's a good punt, too.
Yeah, it was.
All the way down like the 22.
All right, well, Cowboys offense will get another chance here.
Thank you.
As this game is trending toward a 0-0 game.
Bray is very excited about his Dolphins, Brett.
Yeah.
They're 3-0.
Yeah, Raiders blew another quarter lead. Yeah, that's a penalty.
That's definitely a penalty. It's just a good sell.
Actually could be a roughing.
He didn't take out the plant leg.
Oh, yeah. Well, he hits him pretty good, though.
He did. At least Dak tried to go back to Gallup there.
Yeah. The Cowboys' passing game is just inept. Ariel saying this is the week of underdogs.
Cowboys are underdogs this week. Let me get this in the comments section. What is your score prediction for Cowboys versus Seahawks? And Adam, yes, shout out to your Bills because that was a true stunner. I did not see that one coming at all. I think Minnesota kind of got a little cocky and said, oh, we got this. We got this. So get your score predictions there in the comments section, folks.
I've seen a 3-0.
It wouldn't surprise me. Dak just
missed
on that throw.
Zeke for 1 yard.
I don't know how I feel about a run on 2nd and 10. Like that's kind of the Cowboys' MO on offense is to run the football, but now you're in 3rd and 9. It's just Cole Beasley, by the way, is playing. He had a sprained ankle, but didn't think he was ever going to miss this game. So I see some comments in there, folks. Keep them coming. Let us know what you think the score is going to be.
Hey, and Rico started.
Rico started today in the sense that there were 3 tight ends set to start the game, Ergo, it's a start because he was on the field for the first
I saw a funny tweet. Cowboys started with 100 tight ends.
Classic Cowboys there.
Because they did, kind of.
Good job, Isaac, to actually get a yard on that play. There really wasn't much to it. Ariel says 10-7 Seahawks, though. So thank you, Ariel, for your comment.
Cowboys got an extra chance at this drive and got 1 yard. So punt again.
Yay, they did it. Okay.
In the end, they're probably going to lose field position because that Chris Jones punt was ridiculous.
Yeah. I guess on the bright side, they did give their defense a bit of a breather. Bray asks if I think Rico will have a catch this game.
You know what? I'm going to throw this out there. Will anybody have a catch? Because Cowboys' passing game looks pretty bad so far. Someone might already have a catch.
There's been a catch.
I
know for a fact
a couple of Tavon Austin catches. All right, a catch after this point in time. Dak, 2 for 6 for 4 yards.
That one, it was partially on Dak, but he was under duress. He actually did a good job to avoid the sack, but it just wasn't a good throw under pressure.
Yeah.
TMD the GOAT says that you're the GOAT. I assume it means me. So thank you.
Congrats, Tom, for being the GOAT.
Thank you. Appreciate it. All right. Yeah, see, the punt was not as good, Brett. The Seattle actually gained about 9 yards there. Not ideal. More scores for you. That Saints-Falcon game was fun, Brett. Not going to help out my Bet DSI picks of the week because I'm still going to lose. Couple of mistakes on this one. Didn't bet on the Vikings at least, but my lock of the week on Bet DSI was the Saints winning and, of course, covering the spread. So I won those 2 picks. You can bet too at chatsports.com/bet. Use promo code LIVE120 for a 120% deposit bonus. Put down $100, they'll give you $120 for free for a grand total of $220. So even if you end up making a mistake and you bet on the Colts to win outright and put $50 on it, you still got plenty of money to bet with on BetDSI. Promo code LIVE120. They also got fun prop bets too, i.e. over or under on Zeke rushing yards. 93.5, same as it was last week, Brett. But now it's plus 130, minus 160. So far, kind of lead towards the under, Brett, which I hate saying out loud because I don't like it.
Yeah, I mean, the running game has not been good for the Cowboys. I don't know how you can think that the over would hit right now.
One big play?
Not going to be a 94-yard play.
All right, Allen Hurns receiving yards. I'm kind of surprised BetDSI keeps putting him out there instead of Cole Beasley, but it's over or under 33.5. That's when you know your receiving core is not very good. Deontay Thompson over under 30.5, minus 125, minus 105. I'll make this as we talk about receivers. Bryce Butler was inactive today. That wasn't a big surprise to me. Maybe it was a bit of a surprise to you guys, but he's a brand new player in reality because he hasn't been with the team for several months. So they're going to have him take his time to get up to speed, especially with Terrence Williams potentially, facing some type of suspension or inactive, or potentially from his public intoxication arrest. So T-Will was not active in this one. But again, chatsports.com/bet, promo code LIVE120 is your best deal out there if you want to bet on sports. You're not going to find one better. Most people will offer you a 1-for-1. They're giving you 120% at chatsports.com/bet. All right, Brett, time for some more defensive stops here. That's the big key for me, is that the offense clearly looking off right now. That's a big concern for I know a lot of you. Defense has to get going. I do see a super chat as well, Brett, if we're able to bring that up from Cowboys Nation on screen.
But he's also trying to get a free promo. Nah, we'll get him.
Yeah, I mean, if you pay for the super chat, sure.
True.
As long as you don't use words that YouTube blocks.
Yeah, it's like sponsored advertising. Yeah, give me a sec.
All right, cool.
Get it up, though.
We'll get that up for you, Cowboys Nation. Don't worry. All right, I like that. A little Rashad Penny sighting for the Seahawks here. They're trying to get him involved there. I know a lot of you guys aren't big fans of Anthony Brown, but he's actually been really good this year. So I don't mind that at all. Nice tackle here on Penny as, again, Seattle's been lucky to get positive yards on the ground. The Cowboys' defensive line is winning the push pretty much every single play, at least from what I've seen so far, Brett. And that's a very, very good sign for the Cowboys. So little Will Dissly action, a little gain of 4. Byron Jones, that's a flashback there. Cornerback on a tight end. Dissly, Brett, has been, I think, one of the most stunning surprises for me coming out of this NFL draft because I didn't think he was really close to being all that draftable because in college, he had, in his senior year, 21 catches for 289 and 2 scores. He's already matched that through 2 games, at least in terms of TDs. There's your super chat from Cowboys Nation. Just started his own channel. First few videos up. Can you get a shout out? Well, there you go. If you pay for the super chats, folks, we'll be sure to shout you guys out. So, key third down here coming up is incomplete, right on cue. I'm trying to go back to Brandon Marshall. So, Cowboys offense, not very good. Probably should have taken the under in this one. The Cowboys defense, though, looking sharp. Brett, I knew we were going to have this question.
Love this question.
Knew we were going to have it.
The answer is no, Ariel.
The answer is why. You have Zeke Elliott. You can't get both those guys on the field at the same time because you're not going to use 2 halfback sets. It just doesn't make sense. You're not going to go after Lev Bell and pay him $15 million when you already have Zeke, who's cheaper. It just doesn't make sense for the Cowboys there.
Bray, it's an easy one.
Yeah, the Bills beating the Vikings. By the way, that incomplete pass probably should have been caught. Byron Jones managed to poke it out at the last second. It was really almost a fumble, frankly.
TDM the GOAT one asking, who is the better quarterback, Russell Wilson or Dak Prescott?
If it's Batman, it's obviously Batman. But it's Russell Wilson because he can do a lot more for an offense by himself than Dak Prescott has shown that he can do so far in his NFL career. So, end of the first quarter, by the way. Great pass breakup by Byron Jones there. See this Michael Dixon punt. Unique style.
Yeah, he's an Aussie.
It's unusual. I love him, though. He's fantastic. Punters are people, too, Brett. Never forget that. Again, a big thank you to BetDSI for sponsoring today's show. Chatsports.com/bet. Promo code ALIVE120. Get you a 120% deposit bonus. Let me get that link for you guys in the comments section. Once again, you put down $100, they'll give you $120 for free for a grand total of $220 to bet with. There's the link for you guys. Live 120. You're not going to find a better deal out there if you're trying to bet on football. Plain and simple. End of the first quarter, and really not a very interesting game. Let me pull up my handy-dandy Chat Sports app here to give you some Cowboys stats. Oh, boy. Dak, 2 of 6 for 4 yards in the pick. That wasn't his fault. Tavon Austin has 1 carry for 18 yards. Zeke Elliott, 5 carries for 15 with only a long of 7. Tavon's got 1 catch for -1 yard. Jeff Swaim has 1 catch for 5 yards as well. A very poor start there. But, folks, what do you think of the game so far? Because I think Brett's in agreement with me here. It's a bit of a snoozer. There you go, Brett. Yeah, I'll put that in the comment section for you guys, too.
Bray's got all sorts of good questions going on.
Good, Bray. Appreciate it.
We'll get to him.
We will. Here's my concern, Brett, is the Cowboys last week, what did so well for them was their script. And if you guys don't know what a game plan script is, it's that you kind of have your first 15 plays done already. You know what plays you're going to run. You're going to run them in that order in almost all cases. And last week worked really, really well for the Cowboys because they picked up all kinds of yards and had the big Tavon Austin play. And then after the script went away, the Cowboys had a little bit of trouble getting going. The creativity was kind of lost. It just wasn't as effective. Now you're out of the game script, most likely for the Cowboys, and they haven't run that many plays. You got maybe 1 or 2 more, but then you're out of it. How does Linehan make adjustments? Because that's been kind of the concern for me. I don't think that Linehan's a great coordinator. So hopefully they do better, but we'll see what ends up happening there because it hasn't really been going all that well so far for the Cowboys. See what happens there. 1 sec here. Hopefully they get going here because that'd be very, very important for the Cowboys at this point. They got to find something to get going. Nothing going yet for Dak through the air either as we wait for the second quarter to pick back up. Keep those comments flowing, folks. We'll be sure to bring them up throughout the show. Dak, they tried to run the play action fake, and I believe that was Barkevious Mingo was all over it. It's a huge sack to open up the second quarter. Now you got to find a way to pick up some yards here. That was indeed Kiki Mingo. So.
Here's a Zeke 12-yarder.
Well, that's nice. Maybe a draw play. They needed that at least. They've changed it to 11 yards now. Earl Thomas in on that tackle for the Seattle Seahawks. So.
Tom, we're going to get you some commentary help here in just a little bit as people free up here
on
the Chat Sports team.
Indeed. welcome in for those of you just now joining us. Harris Rubenstein will be sliding over here in a little bit, I'm sure, to talk about the Patriots as he always does. That last run, it worked well, Brett. Zeke kind of hesitated. Like, I think he saw a big hole and went, wait, I haven't seen one of these almost all year, as the Cowboys are forced to punt after they tried to check it down to Zeke, and it just didn't do anything again. So, today so far, Brett, 7 possessions, 6 punts, and an interception.
Yeah.
It's not what you want at all.
Boring.
It has been a snooze fest. I did pick the under again, Brett.
Yeah,
I always pick the under for the
call.
Cowboys right now. It's just been that bad. Let's see the replay here. This Dak play to Zeke. Yeah, Zeke should have caught that. That was his fault. That hit right off his hand. So, Dak has not been good, especially from a SAP perspective, but the interception was not his fault, and he had a drop by Zeke. Now, those 2 plays wouldn't have changed it yet because it's still not all that efficient or all that deep downfield. But so far, Brett, this Cowboys offense has regressed, I think, to its Week 1 appearance. And that's not what you want if you're a Cowboys fan.
Yeah, it's been downright garbage.
If you're a Seahawks fan, it's exactly what you want. So, Chris Jones on to punt again. Lockett back to return. Your boy, Brett, Tyler Lockett.
Yeah, Lockett's actually had a couple of good games so far, a couple of touchdowns so far on the season. A little bit of a punt return here. Cowboys keep him contained.
Yeah.
Pretty well, though.
Limited space to run there in the end. So, all right. Hopefully the defense holds again here. But in this type of low-scoring game, Brett, a big thing that matters is indeed the field position. And Seattle has won that so far, in large part thanks to that roughing the passer penalty on Tyron Crawford. That was a terrible call because I hate the way the NFL works today. But it did allow them to have a better drive and more field position in the end there. So we're going to get Harris Rubenstein on here as well. So talk about BetDSI for a second. Chatsports.com/bet, promo code LIVE120. Hello, friends, and welcome back. Once again, I am Tom Downey. That is Harris Rubenstein alongside me as the Seahawks pick up a key first down. It was a Tyler Lockett pass catch from Russell Wilson, as the Seattle Seahawks are the only team that's actually able to move the ball really at all so far, quite frankly.
From what I've been seeing so far, Tom, it's been a pretty boring game, which isn't too surprising considering how these two offenses have played so far this season. So, not too surprised that this game is going this way. It's actually nice to see the Cowboys are in the middle of a little bit of a defensive, I guess, showdown in a way. Nice to see that they're actually
this defense is
part of
good.
the defensive
I
showdown.
told you this.
I never doubted
you.
I said the secondary needed was a question mark because it was a lot of young players, but I love the front seven. I loved it from the beginning. It's nice to see that they're actually like living up to the expectations.
TV timeout here as Chris Carson falls forward for 3 yards or so, bring up 2nd and 7. I don't think there's any Cowboys players down, but they did take a weird TV timeout there, so there might be somebody. I'll take a look. It
might be Xavier Woods, actually.
That's not good.
No, it would not be good because Kevon Frazier also kind of dinged up his shoulder again, although he did come back into the game after getting it hurt on special teams, but that's a bad sign for the Cowboys. That is 99. That's actually Antoine Woods who's down.
Antoine Woods.
Yeah, so that's not good. Cowboys don't have the defensive line depth, I don't think, right now. We've seen Dayton Jones get hurt. He is back playing this week. Malik Collins is already out, so there's one of your top 3 guys hurt. If Antoine Woods goes down too, that leads you down to 3 guys at most.
I love what we're seeing also from Dak Prescott. Just kidding. I don't at all. 2 of 7, 4 yards.
Bad.
No touchdowns. Still sitting on a 0-0 game. It's been a rough one so far for the Cowboys offense. 26 yards on the ground also from Zeke. He got 11 of those on 1 carry. So besides that 1 carry, he's 5 of 15.
Yeah, he's just been bad so far. The Cowboys offensive line hasn't opened up any holes, and in reality, there haven't been enough run sets. Like, there hasn't been enough of a chance for Zeke to get big gains, and the Cowboys offense has just sputtered before it's ever really had a chance to get going. Chris Carson, meanwhile, he's actually been pretty good. Long of 13. Now, he's kind of had some situations where he's been blown up in the backfield and has had to do what he can to just pick up yards at all. But overall, I think he's been relatively impressive so far for the Seattle Seahawks. He's made some nice runs, and they've actually been able to move the football so far, which is a big deal for them because if they can't run the football,
Central definitely didn't say Dak threw a touchdown.
No,
definitely did not say that.
Oops. I'll get that.
Or did it? Maybe it's preemptive. It's a preemptive strike for when Dak Prescott ends up throwing his eventual touchdown. But, look, overall so far, this game is kind of going as I expected it to, which is why I put down a little bit of money on the Cowboys. Because I think that outside of the Panthers, who are always going to out-grind crappy games anyone, the Cowboys are a primetime team to win boring, low-scoring games.
It didn't, SM Central. Look at it. It's up there right now. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah. I
got to get those eyes checked, homie.
Just kidding.
Eat some more carrots.
Score's coming up right now, guys. It's 0-0.
Sounds like Antoine Woods is going to be okay. He went to the sideline, but I think he'll come back in later on. So good news there for the Cowboys. Maybe just your old classic stinger as Chris Carson again picks up 3. Sean Lee with the tackle. So Carson's
SM
got
Central,
40
blame Tom.
Yeah, just blame me. I'll take the blame for it. Doesn't matter. Ooh.
Does matter. Ooh. We need to have accurate stats on the screen.
We fixed it because they gave the credit there to Sean Lee, and it actually was both Cheeto and Sean Lee. So we fixed it for you guys. You're welcome.
SM Central saying, I'm sorry. You don't need to say sorry. Tom needs to say he's sorry.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I'm not, even though I don't know.
Carson kind of have a weird little ankle bend there. He's okay, though. Ravens won. Eagles won. Sorry, Cowboys fans. I know you guys wanted Philadelphia to lose. Nick Vannett picks up 12. So now all of a sudden, Brett and Harris, Seahawks kind of marching, getting into Cowboys almost to their red zone, at least in field goal range.
They're in the green zone, Tom.
No, the green zone is first down between the first down marker and where you're lined up. So
I thought the green zone was inside of the 40. Because whenever I saw
shouldn't the green zone be like the money zone, being like you're gonna score zone or something like that?
I don't know.
The green zone is, at least for us watching right now, is right in between the first and the current marker and the first down marker. That's the green zone. It's the spot. It's the number of space you have to go to get the first down still.
Do you know what I do find funny?
Which is just the first down marker. It's so stupid.
Do you know what I do find funny about the Seattle Seahawks, though?
What?
And we've talked about this a couple times in NFL Daily. It's like you've a 28-year-old Russell Wilson. Mm-hmm. And yet every single year, without fail,
Yep.
They have stripped him of almost every important weapon that he could possibly have.
Namely
They took away
line.
his best red zone option in Jimmy Graham. They keep taking away his good running backs. He is a half of a good
Marshawn was
receiver
the
on this
only
whole
good one
team.
that they had.
It just doesn't make sense. Like, why do they keep stripping him of weapons? Wouldn't you only want to feed him weapons, like his entire time?
Maybe an offensive line.
Maybe. Or anything.
At least to take the Cowboys approach, not the Cowboys approach minus the offensive line, because that's kind of what Seattle's doing right now. But Russell Wilson's just way better than.
At
Dak
least
Prescott.
they have Zeke. They have a weapon.
Yeah.
They have Doug Baldwin on like 3/4 of a knee.
Yeah.
And Tyler Lockett, who, I mean, no offense to your Kansas State guy, Brett. Tyler Lockett is, could get blown on and would just crumble into pieces. So I'm kind of worried.
Producer Brett gave you the.
Kind of worried.
He's not wrong.
Kind of worried.
He's not wrong. He's a tough kid, though.
He is. Like, he came back from a pretty diabolical injury.
A couple of them, actually, in his career. Yeah, I mean, Tyler Lockett is a slot receiver. He's Julian Edelman, Danny Amendola, Cole Beasley, punt returner.
Like, just get him something. Like, oh.
Bray really wants to talk about the Pats and the
No, we're not
Yay!
doing that. No, we're not doing it.
We're not doing it,
Nope.
Bray.
Okay.
Nope.
We're watching
Different
the
question
Cowboys
put
and
in.
the Seahawks.
Different question put in. What's your favorite restaurant?
Favorite restaurant?
There you go.
Whoa, are we talking
We're at
fast
TV
food
timeout. Just
or,
anything.
or any restaurant?
We have a fast food one to come in later.
What is my favorite restaurant? That's a tough one.
See, we're waiting for the
What's your
TV
favorite
timeout to end.
restaurant?
So
So here's my favorite restaurant.
I'm gonna get a sip of my Dr. Pepper.
It is. It's a place called Cowboy Chow. It's in downtown Scottsdale, Arizona. It's a nice, like, I guess you could call it a fusion place, but it's mostly American food.
Okay.
And it is just some of the best food out there. So if you're ever in downtown
Touchdown
Scottsdale,
Seahawks.
go
Coming
look
up.
that one up.
That's upsetting.
Coming up, Jaron Brown, excuse me, I mixed up my Browns. Jaron Brown for the score. Seattle leads 6-0. So that will cut into our what's your favorite restaurant talk.
That's too bad because I just threw out a great restaurant that you guys should all go check out.
Yeah, when am I going to go to Scottsdale, Brett?
Why wouldn't you want to go to Scottsdale, Tom?
When would I go to Scottsdale? So 3rd and 10, they checked it down to Chris Carson. He picked up a huge gain.
And then
Next
the
play,
would've been.
Jaron Brown touchdown for 16 yards. Seattle goes up 6-0. So if you bet on Seattle to score first on BetDSI, you won. I avoided that bet today. I feel good about it because I would have bet on the Cowboys because I always do that.
I bet the Cowboys to win today. So
Yeah, well, my
I keep doing
BetDSI
this.
five picks were not good.
See, this is actually it's weird. I've actually picked the Cowboys to win or lose incorrectly through the first 2 weeks of the year. First
Stop
week of the year, I
picking them,
chose them to win. Second year, I chose them to lose. Or second week, I chose them to lose. Now, third week, I picked them to win, and it's not going too well for me right now. So
7-0. That extra point was good from Seabass, who is living the American dream. Big and hefty,
How's that
getting
dude
paid to
still
kick
in the
to
NFL?
kick balls.
that dude's fat.
All right, we got some restaurants in there. Domio says Outback Steakhouse.
That's a fine choice.
SM Central going In and Out. We'll talk about In and
Nope.
Out. We'll talk about In and Out later.
I got
Nope.
mine.
SM Central, let's go. Oh, okay, he says Westwoods in Fresno.
I got one.
Bray saying, does Moe's count? Bray,
It's a
I know
restaurant,
you're
yeah.
on the younger side, but let's expand your palate a little bit.
Yeah.
And then Rabble is talking about Dak getting killed.
Yeah, Dak's getting killed. Man.
My favorite one is probably.
Ooh, Brabble said Pluckers, Brett.
Pluckers. Yeah, Rabble, I think you're in Texas, aren't you?
I like Regina's Pizzeria in North End in Boston. Best pizza I've ever had. It's amazing. When I lived in the North End for about 6 months when I went to college up there, and it was insane. It was incredible. It's just the best pizza you'll ever eat.
Yeah.
There was some dude who told me that the best pizza in the country is in Portland.
It seems unlikely to me.
Is this person from Portland?
No. This person was some article. I forget which website it was, but they wrote an article saying that Portland
Why do you
is
read
best
stuff?
pizza. I
That's
don't
just
know.
lame of you.
It is what it is.
Why bother?
Bray keeps wanting to tell me that the Finns are 3-0. I'll see you in December when the Finns are 5-10.
See,
Leave
it's
me
funny
alone.
'cause now we riled him up. It's
Dolphins.
fun to rile up.
It's the worst 3-0 team ever.
The correct answer is Skyline Chili, because that is
Skyline
amazing.
Chili.
I
Is that
thought
even
you
a
said
restaurant?
Not fast food.
Yes, it's a restaurant.
Oh,
I
just thought it
said
was a
both
food.
work for starters, and it's still the best. And
Cow-
it's kind of more like medium. Like you can get it fast food
Skyline Chili is like the food itself, not the restaurant. So are you saying Skyline is your favorite restaurant?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
It might have Ohio
but I feel the need
won a football game this week.
I feel the need to clarify it because, like, if you're here in Dallas, you think Skyline, you think, oh, it's whatever. By the way, you're wrong. It actually is Skyline Chili is the official name of the
fact
restaurant.
that you had to go look that up is sad.
I wanted to make sure because I was pretty sure I was right, but I didn't want to sound stupid, and I knew that if I just played it off as, oh, I was just being careful, that I would still be right. But then I could look it up and confirm it for myself, and then make you look silly, Brett.
Guys, people have asked, so hey, we gave you a website this week if you want to watch the game.
Put the link.
It's right there, chatsports.com/stream. We got you hooked up this week. But, hang around with us, too.
Yeah, it's fun. Why not both?
We're way cooler.
There you go. In the comment section, folks. I got you covered.
Really want to listen to Joe Buck?
Aikman, sure. Touchdown. Unbelievable.
Not a big Aikman guy.
All right, Thompson. That's a decent return, I guess. Nothing special, but.
Well, can't you just,
is he still is he still the third most targeted player on this offense?
Not today, because no one's been getting targeted. It's been ugly so far for the Cowboys.
D. Breezy saying he's on the borderline of dropping Dak. I don't know why you'd have Dak in fantasy, brah.
Rushing.
No.
It's the only reason why. Or two quarterback league.
Yeah. Are you in a 2-quarterback league, D. Breezy? Because
if you're in a single quarterback league, just go ahead and end it.
There
there's really no reason for it.
Easily 10 better quarterbacks than Dak in terms of fantasy.
True that.
At least 10, if not. Well, he's been really good in fantasy the past couple years.
See, there you go. Okay. See, I get you. Oh, there's a big gain for Zeke. 19 yards. Okay.
Earl Thomas.
Maybe it's going to be the over. He's already got 45, Brett.
He did the thing.
Right? Oh, that's what he. Yeah,
he's got to do the thing.
He did the thing.
Feed Zeke.
I don't like I'm weird and traditionalist, and I'm like, oh, you're losing. Why are you celebrating?
It's the first down. You're not celebrating the score. You're celebrating the play.
Rico sighting again in this 3 tight end set. Cowboys going heavy.
Decent block. Decent block by
Tom. Rico can't block. You've told me this.
No, Rico can block sometimes. When he has the guy lined up directly in front of him and he knows who he's got to block, he's fine. It's when things change and it's not the initial guy, that's when things can get tough.
When he has to think, things go wrong.
It's not the thinking. It's the when you have to adjust on the fly and have the nuances of I've played like one or maybe I guess we'll say 5 career snaps in the NFL regular season. It's a lot to take in.
Instead of Rico Gathers, can we talk about how the unequivocal NFL play of the day was a 39-year-old Drew Brees spin moving out of a tackle to tie the game to send it to overtime?
Yeah, it was great.
It was beautiful.
I love Drew Brees.
It was amazing.
Saints won me some money on that game. Thank God.
You guys will see that in Boom tomorrow morning on the Cam Rogers show. That's for damn sure.
Right. 3rd and 7 coming up here as they try to go to Hearns, and it didn't work. I think that's the first target for Hearns today, Brett, if I'm not mistaken. Which I might be. Who knows?
Hearns.
But Zeke's done a little bit better on the ground overall, but got to get the Cowboys' passing attack going because it's been non-existent. It just reminds me of the Denver game all over again.
You said that last week.
I know.
Or maybe the week before.
It was week 1. I didn't say it in week 2, I don't think, but I said it in week 1.
Oof,
you know what?
Fresh out the side.
Dak has just flat out missed.
He's missed a lot of
pretty much every throw he's had.
Yeah.
It's not great.
It's been bad.
But he does just completely.
Hey, look, it's inside trader Michael Kendricks.
Oh, no, hold on. That's got to be roughing the passer. He touched the quarterback.
But it wasn't Clay Matthews.
But you touched the quarterback, it's roughing the passer this year, right?
Brett's right.
Right?
First down, though, Cowboys. Cole Beasley sighting. 18 yards.
Damio saying Dink Duscott. I like that. That's funny.
Yeah, Dink.
But hey.
Dink and Dak offense.
They have to Dink and Dak it. Good play there.
Much better.
That is a Dak-friendly offense right there.
Yeah, just a little drag over the middle. I'll take that every time. Now the Cowboys are marching a bit, and Zeke picks up 3 more yards. So he's on pace for 100-plus, Brett.
Here's the
just saying.
Here's the question with the Cowboys. You get a first down, and then you're getting 3 yards in the running game. 2nd and 7. So far, they've thrown the ball, which has resulted in 3rd and 7 most of the time.
Yeah.
But how do you mix that up? Because the Cowboys right now are just terrible when it comes to second or third and 7 or more.
A prepackaged RPO play.
How often do they
That seems like jargon, Tom.
It is jargon by definition, but it's a real thing.
How often do we get Zeke out in the open with some sort of screen pass action? I'd love to see that.
They've tried to run it more this year.
Once a year? 80-plus yard screenplay touchdown?
They've tried to run it more. It just hasn't been very effective. I think teams have realized, third and long, Zeke screen's coming.
That's why you don't.
That's why you do it on
I'm not going to make a Patriots reference.
It's Linehan.
I'm not going to do it because I'll just get yelled at for a week.
By even mentioning it, though, you're bringing it up. Sorry.
Run a screen pass on second down. Christ's sake. James White's made his whole career on it. That's all he does.
Well, Zeke got like
1 yard
half yard, but there's a flag, too.
Give me a hands to the face.
Oh, it's an illegal formation. Nice. Classic Cowboys, Brett. They kind of get a drive going, then a penalty backs them up, and watch. They're going to punt on this drive.
I like your
optimism.
That's
how so many. That's how their drives end when they're clicking on offense. It's not because the other team does something. It's because they shoot themselves in the foot and they get behind the change. And this team can't.
So wait, they can't have anyone to target in the red zone.
I'm not saying the red zone. I'm saying that when it's third and long, who the hell do you throw the ball to?
Ooh, Dez. Damn it.
He did.
Rico.
Did I do that right?
Rico. There you go.
Did I do the YouTube comment thing right?
It's
Dez?
Rico.
It's Rico.
It's
okay.
Rico.
I can't keep up. It's either Rico or Dez. It's every other week.
There you go, Hearns. Big play. I like that.
Shorten it up. 3rd and 2 here for the Cowboys coming up.
So here's one for you. As Tavon Austin kind of got into it with, I think that was Trey Flowers for the
Austin,
Seahawks.
what are you talking about? The Cowboys should just cut Dak and draft Josh Allen, Pat Mahomes, or Carson Wentz.
That's not how it works. This is not a fantasy draft. That was actually a great play by Dak.
Unless he's saying that he's someone.
Fantasy?
Someone like it.
Yeah.
See,
a touchdown?
We're getting an alert here. Someone might be.
Bray thinks there's a touchdown. But we'll see. 3rd and 2 coming up here for the Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah, I'm hoping they just give it to Zeke. Let Zeke score a touchdown. Give me some fantasy points. I'll be a happy boy, and life will be good. Yeah. I wonder what happened if the Cowboys actually drafted a quarterback in the 1st round. That'd be really funny.
Let's have a discussion when we get to Week 16, Week 17 in the offseason, something like that, because as of right now, it ain't happening. Dak rolls out to his right. Oh, busted play.
Look who's open
Zeke
in
Elliott.
space.
Zeke Elliott touchdown.
What a concept.
There we go. That was a busted play. We'll get that updated here for you guys.
Oh, wait. He might have gone out of bounds.
No.
Wow. And a flag.
And a flag. Oh, my God. I got so excited. Oh, he might have stepped out of bounds before the pass.
Christ.
That would make sense.
Sad. That's really funny.
Oh, no. Oh, that's why they're taking so long here to review it. Oh, yeah, he was out of bounds. That's not going to count. Situational awareness, Zeke. Know where you are on the field. Really good play by Dak.
Down?
They busted the play. No, they're going to settle for a field goal potentially. Dak. Actually, sorry, Zeke. That was on Zeke's fault.
Hey, he did get it on inside trader Michael Kendricks, though, who then proceeded to make his tackle.
Well, yeah, because it's Michael Kendricks. He's not very good.
He should also be in jail.
Yes, he should be in jail. You're right. I'm not sure how he's able to play.
Moral standing
doesn't make sense
Harris
to me.
Rivers' team.
Smoke weed. You're suspended. Illegal trade and get a bunch of money that you shouldn't have. Nothing.
Brett Maher. So, Tom, on a scale of 1 to 10, how sad are you that Dan Bailey is not coming back to the Cowboys? Now it's like official.
Well, I feel okay because who needs Dan Bailey when Brett Maher drills 50-yard field goals?
I don't want to hear.
Right.
Oh man! Oh,
look at that, he curled it in,
whoa!
All right, well, let me tweet it out. Let me stick to it.
He just got it. Squeaked it on the right side.
Let me do it here.
Rams
got to stick to it. Every made field goal. Who needs Dan Bailey is the tweet. Every made field goal by Brett Maher. That one was from 50. That was great. Absolutely great. Should have been 7, though, because Zeke just had to step out of bounds. Unfortunate.
Very unfortunate. Mostly for you.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's okay. I do have Zeke in my Dynasty League, though. I traded for him this year.
I was never able to get Zeke in any of my leagues, which makes me really sad. I had the opportunity to take him, but my dad took Ezekiel Elliott ahead of me, and I ended up with Leonard Fournette, which so far has been probably the decision that has lost me my year so far. So, yeah, that's really fun.
All right, as we look through some stats here from Zeke, I'll put a Wayne in the comment section for you guys as well. What's your favorite beer? Harris, you can go first.
What's my favorite beer? All right,
the correct answer is Shiner Bock.
I'll keep it beer because, I do drink lots of ciders.
Yeah, but the question was beer, so you're going to stick with beer.
I'm pretty boring. I'm just going to go with Bud Light.
Lame answer.
Just regular old
The correct
Bud Light.
answer is Shiner Bock. Ooh, I see.
Actually, no.
D-Breeze HD
it's
since
the sick beer that's in Portugal that's everywhere. Which is the name that's currently escaping me.
Just Bock.
Yeah.
That's all it is. It's just Bock.
Bock.
And it's not even a Bock. It's actually a light beer. And it was fine because it's basically Bud Light.
Bock. I'm a boring beer drinker. I'll drink like a lot of funky ciders though. I like funky ciders. They're fun.
I go with Boulevard Wheat from
Okay.
Kansas City, the Boulevard Brewery. It's good stuff.
It's not a bad option there. All right, so 7-3, second quarter here. Brett, we are getting closer to that BetDSI prop bet. Will there be a score in the final 2 minutes of the first half? See how
what'd you take?
I didn't bet on that one because I don't like betting on that one because it scares me.
You don't like betting on that one?
Yeah, it scares me. I guess that makes me a chicken, bok, 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 but it's what it is. Get it? Brought it all back, bok, 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 see? It's a clever joke. It's a beer and an animal joke.
That wasn't
rolled up into one.
You can do better.
Beer joke. All right, guys. We got to talk about it.
Is it Earl Thomas again? Or is it
because Bray continues to yell at us with the all caps. Bray, I don't know why you're yelling at us. Who's the worst team in the NFL, guys? I don't know why we care so much about the worst team.
It was the Cardinals, but they're currently at 14-0 on the Bears.
The answer was the Bills.
It was the Bills, but they won today. Is it the
Jets? Is it the Raiders?
It's probably the Raiders, honestly.
Oh, no.
I mean,
the Raiders.
Have they scored over 20 points yet, Mitch?
No.
They keep blowing leads, though. That's fun for them, right?
Imagine spending
$100 million. Yeah, Lions are pretty bad.
Lions are bad, too.
Yeah.
I cannot wait for Sunday Night Football tonight.
Zeke just had to step out of bounds. Man, they beat Earl Thomas, too. How great would that have been? Zeke, got to know where you are on the field, buddy. I know it's hard, but disappointing, Brett. Disappointing.
When did the Seahawks actually sign Michael Kendricks? That happened this week?
A couple weeks. 2 weeks ago.
Oh.
He played last week also.
Not long after the Browns cut him.
And not only did they sign him, he's starting. I'm pretty sure.
He's starting, yeah.
Wild.
Oh, Leighton Vander Esch sighting, Brett. Makes the tackle there on Chris Carson.
Keishawn wants to know what your favorite team is.
Oh, it's the Cowboys. Followed up by the Bengals because I'm from Cincinnati originally.
I'm not going to say my favorite team because I wasn't asked.
Thank you. Appreciate that. We all know what your team is, by the way.
I don't think so, man. I kind of jump from team to team pretty weekly.
Okay.
Cordell saying show the game. Can't. But chatsports.com/stream, you can go look it up.
Let me put the link in there in a second, guys.
Domio says the Bills, they were going to win one eventually. There's a difference between winning one eventually and beating the Vikings in Minnesota 27-6.
Yeah.
There's a big difference between those two things.
Brett, you did your parlay as Jeff Heath is now banged up for the Cowboys. You did your parlay this week with the underdogs. And you picked the Cardinals. I
picked the Raiders as the other one.
I
was close.
Yeah, you were close.
I was thinking about the Cardinals and the Lions, but everybody talked me out of that one.
I tried to talk you into Saints, though.
You did.
Talking you into the Lions.
The only pick I got right this week on BetDSI. Sadly. All right, let's see what happened to Jeff Heath here. His ankle kind of got twisted up, stepped on. Well, that's no good for Jeff Heath. That means more Kevon Frazier playing time for the Cowboys at that strong safety role as it's still 2nd and 5. And now it's 3rd and 1 as Leighton Vander Esch again gets a tackle. So Cowboys have been much more committed to getting Leighton Vander Esch snaps with this defense, even at the cost of, say, Sean Lee. They feel much more comfortable about this depth, which not something I thought we would have said this year because it's been an issue.
It's a good thing when it comes to the Cowboys linebackers, though.
Totally is. And let me get that link in the comments for you guys about about where to watch the game. We got the link for you. There you go. Got you covered.
Cowboys take another timeout here.
Interesting. So they're out of timeouts now. That's unusual.
Xander asking how delayed is this?
The scoreboard's not.
It's not. You get about a 3-second delay plus an 8-second delay from YouTube, maybe 10 seconds
Something
at most.
Like that. Yeah. Hooray for connections and internets. Yeah, I see why the Cowboys called timeout. They were in a 3 defensive lineman set with 2 linebackers, and the Seahawks were just going to quarterback sneak that ball for a first down, no problem.
I mean, why would you go a 3-man rush with third and
I don't know. Chris
Richard
out here making mistakes as the Cowboys' de facto play caller, I guess. So, which I was right with, by the way. Should have done more than 2 heads.
Wait, why is he calling the
2
plays
stars.
and not the defensive coordinator?
Because he's going to be the defensive coordinator.
Because he basically is the defensive
if
coordinator.
not the head coach next year.
Yeah.
Are they really going to make him the head coach?
I wouldn't be that surprised.
He'd be in the running if Jason Garrett got fired.
Yeah.
Wow.
He interviewed for the Colts job.
That's a big
loves
job
him.
to give to a first-time head coach.
It's happened a bunch with the Cowboys.
No, I know, but
Jason Garrett's first-time head coach.
yeah, but was he fired last year? Like the year before he got hired as the Cowboys head coach? Like Richard was fired from the Seahawks this past
but they
offseason.
clearly shouldn't have. Like, that was a mistake. That was Seattle trying to make some culture changes that they probably shouldn't have done. He interviewed for the Colts job as well.
First down.
First down Cowboys. So big gain for
Seahawks.
Tyler Lockett now. They said Van Der Esch made the tackle. I hope that means he wasn't, covering Tyler Lockett, because that's a bad idea. Because I like Leighton Van Der Esch. He's a great athlete, freak athlete, really. But
Tyler's kind of fast.
Yeah, he's fast. All right, let me watch the replay here, folks. In the meantime, what will happen on this drive? I'll throw that question in the comment section for you guys. Wilson took a big hit on that throw there, which is not good for him, as now it's 2nd and 9 coming up. That was kind of more of a zone coverage type play.
The Cowboys have got some pressure on Russell Wilson, but
they really
haven't gotten to him.
Yeah, they haven't really got him too hard. That was a good hit by Jalen Smith. There was the BS flag on Tyrone Crawford. See, Jalen did it right. He just kind of bounced off him. That's how you have to hit quarterbacks now, Brett.
Apparently.
Chest bump him. 2 people in the comment section say the Seahawks will score on this drive, Brett. Carson, Van Der Esch is in right now for Sean Lee. I think they're just giving Lee a breather on this drive. Keep him fresh. But I like seeing Van Der Esch make a lot of plays for the Cowboys. Another tackle now for Leighton Van Der Esch. I think that's his 4th already, Brett.
Yeah, LVE's been all over the place on this drive alone.
Let me check my my handy-dandy Chat Sports app, chatsports.com/app, to double check. Looks like it's 3.5 for Van Der Esch. One was a split tackle with Chidobe Awuzie. All right, 3rd and 9 coming up here at the 2-minute warning. So Cowboys can get a stop. Maybe we'll see a drive as Van Der Esch. Great play. Really probably should have been actually a tackle for loss on that play.
Again, every time I watch him, I say this to you every time. I love the neck roll. I love it.
Neck roll's
love
good.
the throwback.
I wonder if this play will allay the fears of Cowboys fans screaming LVE's a bust after 1 week. Same with Taco, too, who was really good last week for the Cowboys.
But has been non-existent so far in this game.
He has been non-existent. But Gregory's back, so they're giving him a lot of the 3rd down reps. But Gregory has also been pretty absent so far.
But
has Randy Gregory done anything when he's actually played?
Is Randy Gregory getting suspended again?
I don't know.
The real question is,
I don't think so, because it hasn't happened yet.
Has he even done anything when he's been playing? Has he even been good?
Well, he didn't play much in week 1 because he got a concussion. He only played a handful of snaps, so hasn't really had. Didn't play last week. Was good in the preseason, but hasn't had much of a chance to make much of an impact so far.
Yeah, I mean, Gregory has been fine, Harris. But, for whatever reason, his hype train is way beyond what his actual skill is. I mean, he's a 2nd-round draft pick.
Yeah,
sure.
but, he hasn't played high-end football in, 3 years.
That's why I said pump the brakes a little bit there. Knight, by the way, quickly points out it's not a neck roll, it's a cowboy collar.
Like that?
No,
I like that. Yeah, I like that.
No, it's not.
Knight is correct, man.
That is to imply, incorrect word. That's to imply that the Cowboys created said neck roll.
No, it's just a Cowboys collar. That's all it is.
So a couple of calls for it shouldn't have been LVE. It should have been Calvin Ridley.
I mean, Who would you rather have in reality? Would you rather have Leighton Vander Esch and Michael Gallup, or let's just say Calvin Ridley and like a Fred Warner?
Calvin Ridley and Fred Warner.
I think that's what I'd do too. I think so too. But the Cowboys love Leighton Vander Esch.
I think he was a good first-round pick. I don't think that's the thing. I don't think Leighton Vander Esch
might have been a slight stretch at 18.
But
it wasn't a bad pick by any means.
I think 18 to 24 was his range. So I think you're kind of taking him right at the start of where he should go.
If Derwin James hadn't been on the board, I think the Chargers might have taken LVE.
Yeah.
At what number was it?
17.
17 right before him?
17 and 19, I think.
I'm just very surprised that the Cowboys have been in so many reports about it's just an Earl Thomas, and they were in the mix for so many probable first-round picks, and they just they didn't make a big move. I really thought they were going to make a huge move with this team, and they just haven't done it. And it feels like this team is in big-time need of a move.
I mean, they needed two plays, or they needed two things there. There wasn't just one magic answer is Russell Wilson to Tyler Lockett touchdown.
Oh, boy, 52 yards.
Oh, boy.
Well, Lockett is playing pretty well so far this year.
There you go. Look at that.
Let me see who got burnt so I can yell at them in the comment section.
Let me guess.
Well, if it's Lockett, I wouldn't be surprised if it was Anthony Brown.
It's Jeff Heath.
Where's
he hurt? Never mind.
He's banged up.
Sorry, I always blame Jeff Heath. It's his fault for mostly everything.
Lockett. What happened to you? All right.
Who's on him right now at the bottom?
That's Cheeto.
Up. Zone.
Kavon.
That was a beautiful throw.
That's not
That was
Cheeto's
a great
fault.
throw.
That's Kavon Frazier.
That was a beautiful
taking
throw
a
by
crappy
Russ.
angle.
That was a great throw by Russell Wilson, though. He split the defenders.
That looked like cover two to me. Cheeto settles down to the zone like he's supposed to, and Kavon Frazier gets over and undershoots Tyler Lockett by about 6 yards.
You can't. You just
what
can't.
What are you doing?
You can't make mistakes like that versus an elite quarterback like Russell Wilson. You can't do that.
That's bad, Frazier.
You can't do that.
And that's because Jeff Heath's out. Let me look at the quarterback.
There was quite a bit of confusion in the defensive backfield for the Cowboys. Frazier just didn't seem to know what the play call was.
Was it zone or man?
Who he was covering.
I'm pretty sure that was zone. I think that's why Cheeto stopped, moving, because he is supposed to settle down. Oh, this is Sangria. Okay, we'll see if it's any good. He's supposed to stop running and settle in his cover two zone, and Frazier has the back end.
Throw.
And Frazier, I think he got confused if he wanted to go to the ball or what, but he messed up there. Yeah, because
he thought zone.
Cheeto settles down.
He thought zone.
Like it's zone.
Yep.
Like it's cover two, and that leaves Frazier as the top end safety to make sure he doesn't get burnt deep. And I think Frazier thought, I can pick it off. Oh, no, now I can't. Oh, no, now I'm beat. So, brutal there.
Again,
for
you simply can't.
The Cowboys.
Oh, my God. Someone in my fantasy league just offered me Tevin Coleman and Jordan Howard for Le'Veon Bell and Quincy Enunwa in a dynasty league.
All right, anyway. Comment in. Or next question is, will the Cowboys score on this drive? Let me know in the comment section, folks. I already see a no. Can't say I'm overly surprised by that one because it has not been all that impressive.
Tom, that is a Bet DSI hit, by the way, under 2 minutes.
It is. How long was that touchdown again?
52.
That is also a Bet DSI hit. Over. Longest touchdown of the game.
Russell Wilson sent a 9 of 15, 131 yards, 2 touchdowns now after that one. Tyler Lockett, 4 catches, 77 yards, and that touchdown here in the first half.
Jeff Heath is getting x-rays on his injured ankle, I am told. So.
And the Seahawks get after Dak Prescott to start this drive.
Jaron Reed, former Alabama defensive lineman.
I shouldn't have bet on the Cowboys, Brett. Shouldn't have done it.
All right. This is it for me. I am never betting on a Cowboys game for the rest of the season.
Well, there you go.
Not doing it.
Stop cursing. I'm bad bets.
I'm out. I'm good.
All right, whose fault is this on the sack?
Lyle Collins. Just a guess.
Kind of Connor Williams, but
that was more just like no one got open. Dak needs to throw the ball.
That's partially a covered sack there, as now it's 3rd and 17, and Seattle's calling timeout trying to get the ball back here. Oh, boy.
Not great.
Seattle, by the way, gets the ball to start the second half as well. Part covered sack, part Connor Williams. I'm going to count it towards Connor, though. Just not ideal. There's your screen.
Oh, it's a screen on 2nd and 18.
And they get
Oh,
nothing.
my God.
They get absolutely nothing.
Ugh. Do you know who this team needs as a head coach? Just take a dice roll on McDaniels again.
No.
Give it a go.
Absolutely not. No.
It'd be more exciting than whatever the hell offense they're running right now.
Yeah, when he quits
snooze
after a year to
fest.
go back to the Patriots. No.
It's a snooze fest.
I'm not arguing that. I don't want Josh McDaniels anywhere near my team after the shit that he pulled. He did the Colts dirty.
Oh, he totally did. But who cares about the Colts?
It's not about the Patriots, Harris.
It's not about I'm not making this.
The
I'm
only
saying who
reason
cares
you
about
like
the Colts.
McDaniels is because he's still with the Patriots. If you were a Colts fan, you would hate him.
I like him because they won 2 Super Bowls with him. But I guess that counts. I mean, look, it's just that's the other issue.
Hold on.
You get rid of Jason Garrett. It's like, who else do you replace him with? Like, you really want to replace him with Chris Richard?
I think you go find a young offensive mind.
All right, so
how many of them are there out there?
Serious question with more serious responses. Who should the Cowboys hire as their next head coach?
Okay.
Let's just play the game. Let's assume Jason Garrett is getting fired because this team is bad, and that seems like it could be likely. Tom?
Now, this team isn't bad. This team is average. Big difference.
You're probably right. They're
For the
average,
Cowboys,
but
though.
for the Dallas Cowboys, being average is not a good thing.
Nope.
It's been a bad.
Been 20 years. Been 20 years, Harris.
Sip sangria. Who would be a good coach for them?
I want John DeFilippo. Wanted
John
him as the
DeFilippo.
OC last season.
Yeah, his offense looked good in Minneapolis today.
Hey, every coach has a bad game. It's not his fault Kirk Cousins couldn't hold on to the football.
Todd Haley, second.
No.
head coaching
Nah,
job? All right.
you know, it's funny. Todd Haley does.
He
seem
runs
to
a
have
great
some-
offense.
He does. And
Does
then
he,
everything
though?
just
Yes,
seems to go.
come on.
Everything around him seems to go to shit.
It's perfect. It's
Screw
perfect
you.
for the Cowboys.
The correct answer is Sean Payton, by the way.
I guess he's not going to leave, though.
You don't know that.
They
Jerry
just got him
Jones
a
and Sean
second-
are best friends.
They just got him a second franchise quarterback for when Drew Brees inevitably retires.
Yeah.
He's set up to be their head coach for the next,
You
15
and your Louisville
years.
quarterbacks.
I love Teddy
like Teddy,
Bridgewater.
too. I'm a
He
big
is
Teddy
the
guy.
perfect fit for that offense. You could not have listed a better wide receiver for him to throw to than Michael Thomas.
All right, David Glover saying Des Bryant, Coach of the Year. That'd be
Mike
hilarious.
Tomlin?
Do we have any Tony coaches? No, Mike Tomlin's
Ooh.
overrated. He's not a good coach.
I don't know.
You want to talk about a guy that can't control his own team? That's Mike Tomlin.
I don't even know if it's can't control his own team.
Can't
I
control his team.
think they just have uncontrollable people on it.
Is Patrick Patterson suggesting Colin Kaepernick for head coach of the Cowboys?
Or are we suddenly divulged into
It's not
quarterback
Mike
talk.
Tomlin's fault that Le'Veon Bell is holding out.
No, but it's his fault that he has let his offensive lineman make really negative comments about it and let it become a distraction.
They haven't said anything about him since.
Emil is
Still
saying that the Cowboys have been average since Bill Parcells left. Emil, they've been average since before Bill Parcells.
Since Bill Parcells got there.
The
Yeah.
big tuna. Ooh.
Good hit by Jalen.
It's just weird. It's like
Yeah,
we
clock
haven't
it or what?
listed a single college coach. Shaw? He wouldn't leave Stanford, though, for the Cowboys, would he?
I don't think he wants to leave Stanford at all.
What?
Yeah,
He would.
I don't think he wants to leave Stanford.
I don't know if he will.
James Franklin?
Look, if you're looking for a college coach, I know Brett doesn't like to hear it.
Lincoln Riley?
It's probably Lincoln Riley.
Lincoln.
Because he checks off the Sean McVay box. Young, brilliant offensive mind.
Knight going to go Jim Harbaugh.
I still don't think he's going to leave Michigan, but we'll see. Now, if and when John Harbaugh gets fired by the Ravens, sign me up. Just go get a better OC than the bums they've had in recent years.
I have a question about this Earl Thomas situation. So, does he live in Texas in the offseason?
Yeah.
All right, so that's his thing.
He's
Okay,
from
okay.
it. He's from Texas.
I know
He
he's
went
from
to school
Texas. I just didn't know
at
if
the
he-
University of
okay.
Texas. Has houses in Austin, or at least a house in Austin, I should say. Hung out a lot there during the summer when he was away from the team.
Because that's kind of where
Texas is
professional
home for
athletes
him.
are trending, is that they want to play where they have their one house. Like Jimmy Butler wants to play in Los Angeles. Why? Because he has a house in Los Angeles. Like these guys want to stop moving around all the time. They want to stay home. Jim Harbaugh, Nick Saban.
Saban's not leaving for the NFL again. Sorry, guys.
Yeah,
Ain't
I think
happening.
he's fine being the best college football coach ever.
Ain't happening. All right.
I can't even think of coordinator in the NFL right now.
DeFilippo, Matt LaFleur, but he hasn't proven enough to me yet.
I don't think
So
DeFilippo is like...
I like him. I like him a lot.
I mean, it's not like the Vikings offense has been blowing the doors off of people this year.
First 2 weeks it kind of did.
King Velo saying they're going to get a stop and then score on the next drive. Well, there's not exactly any time left, so it's going to be halftime.
It is 4th and 7, so I would assume here with, 9 seconds left, if I'm the Seahawks, I just...
Hail Mary.
Hail Mary, roll out Hail Mary.
I don't know if it matters if it's a rollout or a not rollout Hail Mary, but it should be Hail Mary here.
Let's see.
Chip Kelly.
They've suddenly got Nick Vannett really involved on this drive, which I'm kind of confused with that. No Chip Kelly. No.
Nick Vannett, Will Disley. Lead offense.
Possible hot take. Chip Kelly's career may be basically over.
It is.
That UCLA team that he's got now, that is a massive turnaround that is needed, and I don't know if he's got it in him.
I honestly think it's because the rest of the NFL figured out what he was doing, adapted their game styles to him, and what he was doing before wasn't special anymore. Like that super high-tempo offense, everyone does it now. Everyone does a high-tempo offense.
What'd you do, Randy?
Except the Cowboys, apparently.
Randy!
Randy!
Is this another...
Randy!
Randy!
What are you doing?
We'll find that in bruh.
Literally, the ref is touching you when you do that.
And they get a field goal out of
God, Randy!
Randy!
17 to 3.
Drunk off the sangria.
You gave them 15 yards.
Did Seabass make this kick?
Yeah, he made the kick.
It's like a 60-yard field goal. How long was this kick?
47 yards.
Oh, that's it? Okay.
Off by a lot because you forgot the 15 yards.
I thought they were way far. I thought they were on like the 40-yard line. Not the 30.
Yeah, they were, and then they got 15 yards.
That's disappointing.
Curled it in nicely there. That might have been good from 60. That had plenty of distance on it.
You know, it's ironic with all the veterans that the Raiders signed that they didn't bring back Seabass. You would think that's one of the only veterans they would bring back.
They wanted to go young on special teams.
Oh, that's where you need to go
Gregory.
young. That's where you need to go young.
Yeah,
is
big
special
dummy.
teams. Of all units to go young. That's why you cut your 26-year-old all-pro punter. He has too much swag. Oh, the Raiders.
He was annoying, though. Marquette King was, I think, annoying for them.
Harris, them skin looks good. Respect the squad. They did. Though, I'm not trying to hate on you, Daddy Smokes Yams. I'm not trying to hate. But Aaron Rodgers, by the week, looks horrible.
He does look pretty bad.
It's bad.
All right, some more stats for you guys. Dak Prescott, 6 of 13 for 40 yards. The interception was not his fault. Zeke's done well on the ground, but the Cowboys offense has not run nearly enough plays. 9 carries for 51 yards, a nice long of 19. But overall, it's just been rough sledding for this Cowboys offense. A real clunker for them so far. Russell Wilson, some very nice plays.
Playing like Russell Wilson.
Playing like Russ Wilson. And I think importantly for Seattle, the ground game has helped out. Chris Carson, 14 carries for 50 yards. Tyler Lockett has 4 receptions for 77 yards and that touchdown. Long of 53. He's been fantastic. He's beat Cheeto a couple times as well. Not all his fault. There's been, I think, some miscommunications on defense. But at the half, it's really all Seattle. They lead 17-3, and if the Cowboys don't get it going and quickly, this game is going to get out of hands.
I think I'm the curse. Every single time I've watched or bet on a Cowboys game, it has not gone the direction that I've hoped it'd go.
Well, you can put some halftime lines up right now at chatsports.com/bet. Use promo code LIVE120, 120% deposit bonus. Put down 100, they'll give you 120 for a grand total of 220. We'll be back here before the second half starts, so don't go anywhere. Hello, friends, and welcome back. Third quarter just kicked off underway. I'm Tom Downey. Cam Riders will be here alongside me in just a little bit. In the meantime, I'll pretend to pat his head because he's had a rough day too. Cowboys down 17-3. Producer Brett Scott still behind the scenes. He'll occasionally be on the mic as well because he likes to talk too sometimes.
What up, Tom?
So, Seahawks try to run the ball twice. 3rd and 6 now coming up. If you're the Cowboys, Brett, I think it's too early to say must stop. But that's kind of, I think, where we are right now because the Seahawks have run significantly more plays. I think it's at least 5 or 7, something along that lines more. For this point, that's a pretty good amount. And the Cowboys have got to get a score here quickly because you're down by 14, and you haven't really moved the football at all so far.
I think it's a must stop and a must score.
And they got to stop at least. So now you just need the must score. So 17-3, the Seahawks tried to go to Brandon Marshall there. I see some more comments. I'm getting caught up here. I'm sorry about that, folks. Patrick Patterson says Chris Peterson for Cowboys head coach, i.e. the Washington head coach. It's not the first time I've heard his name loosely connected to an NFL job before. But I don't know if that's the route I would go, Brett. But that's just me. I like him, but I think he's just better suited for college, you know?
Yeah, he feels more like a college coach to me as well.
And I don't mean that as an insult by any means.
Nope.
Certainly. Just maybe not his best fit, so. All right. Once again, folks, today's show is brought to you by BetDSI, the internet's #1 sportsbook. Go to chatsports.com/bet. Use promo code LIVE120, 120% deposit bonus. Here's what that means. You put down $100, they'll give you $120 for free for a grand total of $220 to bet with on BetDSI. So even if you were like me and you put some money down on the Cowboys to win this game, you still are going to be okay because you got plenty of money to spend if you go to chatsports.com/bet and use the promo code LIVE120. You won't find that deal anywhere else. It's exclusive to us. It's the best deal out there. All right, Austin on the return here for the Cowboys. I think there's a penalty on this play. It was a good return by Tavon. A really nice return, actually, almost out to midfield, but there is a penalty because, Brett, of course there is.
Of course there is.
Can't have nice things.
Still trying to sort it out.
Yeah, takes forever as usual there for the refs. It is what it is. Also going to get working on our highlight cut here. Was indeed a holding on Byron Jones, so it goes from the 43 all the way back to the Cowboys 21. So it's being a net of 20 because, well, just unfortunate there. Once again, folks, I am Tom Downey here. Look who we got. We got the one and only Cam Rogers stopping by. You, of course, host the 49ers Report. I've seen plenty of comments about this already, so I guess I'll bring it up now. Jimmy Garoppolo.
Bad day to be a Niners fan out there, Tom. Just got something through the wires that Richard Sherman has an Achilles injury.
Oh, so just keeps getting piled on.
Just keeps getting piled on. Loss in Kansas City today. Garoppolo likely out for the season, and then you have this Richard Sherman injury. By the way, Marcus Peters apparently has an Achilles injury too. The Rams are playing right now as well.
Well, that's no good.
Injuries all over the place, ladies and gentlemen, and for a 49ers team with so much promise and hype and all of that.
And pizzazz.
All for naught.
Other adjectives.
By the way, my #1 comment on the 49ers report right now, should the 49ers sign Colin Kaepernick?
Oh, God.
And revive their season.
Oh, God, Cam. You're just playing with them now.
A player that took this
playing with them.
Took this very franchise to the Super Bowl.
Playing with them.
Super Bowl 47 against my Baltimore Ravens, who, by the way, won today. And Tiger Woods won his first PGA Tour event
he did.
Since
Woo!
2013.
Suck it, Brett.
2013.
Suck it, Brett.
You were the one asking us if he was ever going to win again.
Yeah, it was a fair question and
you
decent
were
odds
wrong.
on the BetDSI.
Yeah.
All right.
I would have taken it.
I'm sorry, Cowboys Nation. We're in a commercial. So, real quick, the last time Tiger Woods won an event, August 2013. The #1 song was Blurred Lines.
Oh, God.
#1 box office film.
That song wasn't even that good.
We Are the Millers.
Yeah, but
have you seen that movie?
But the music video was.
LeBron James had just won
PG-13, Brett.
his second NBA
That's
title
hard.
with the Miami Heat. Vine was 7 months old.
And now it's dead.
And the Harlem Shake was a thing all over the internet. Last time Tiger Woods has won a PGA Tour event.
I like that.
Unbelievable.
I am surprised that We're the Millers was the #1 movie. I would not have got that guess.
For that month, yeah.
I would not have guessed that.
It's not even that funny of a movie. It's okay.
It was fine.
But Tiger did not win the FedEx Cup.
Did not.
It was
okay.
close, though.
It was razor thin, Tom.
It was razor thin.
Rose had
impressive.
a birdie on 18, and that allowed Justin to get the FedEx
The
Cup.
funny thing is if had they done the new scoring system, Tiger might not have actually won.
Oh, Oh, Rico, false start.
Rico, no!
Rico gets in the stat book.
Rico.
Oh.
You cursed it, Brett, because you said he did this last week, even though he didn't. And you were fake news.
Does anybody care about Tiger? Anybody commenting about Tiger?
I don't think anyone's going to care about Tiger.
Here, let's ask.
Nobody cares about Tiger.
Does anyone care about Tiger? Question mark.
Oh, God.
Noah Thompson, oh, heck no to the 49ers signing Cap. I mean, if you want to save your season, you can't rely on C.J. Beathard.
Now you
sorry,
tank
you can't.
now. You can get some more assets.
Oh, my God. All right, meanwhile, this Cowboys game, Tom, having flashbacks somewhat to that 2014 game when Dallas went in and they beat Seattle, and that's when Seattle was really good. Not so much the case this game around, although it's early and all of that. I did like Dallas to win this game because Seattle's such a bad football team.
Yeah,
I just don't know who Seattle is.
It kind of looks like the opposite because Dak's had no time in the pocket, has looked terrible in general. The ground game's actually been okay, but now you're down 2 scores. It's 2nd and 15. You kind of got to throw it now. This has just been a disaster. Like, this should have been Cowboys ball at the 43.
Yep.
Instead, they're all the way backed up inside their 10 because of penalties.
Penalty.
Stupid mistakes like that.
Well, you mentioned it earlier in the broadcast here, Tom. The Dallas Cowboys are a script team, and if they don't go along with their script successfully, they can't adapt.
If they get behind the chains, they can't do anything with it. They just fall apart, and it's very frustrating.
I mean, outside of Tyron Smith and Zach Martin, I mean, these offensive linemen aren't shifty, nifty pass protectors. They're maulers. They're run blockers. That's who they are.
There's a nice gainer. Now you at least have 3rd and somewhat manageable if you're the Cowboys, so that's
Thompson
a good sign
sighting.
there.
The leading
Thompson
receiver
sighting.
last year for the Buffalo Bills. Receiver.
And they didn't even want him back. And then Dak gets sacked because...
Shouldn't Michael Kendricks be in jail?
Yeah, he should be in jail. And he's actually going to go to jail, like in all seriousness. Like, that's what's going to happen to Michael Kendricks.
Like, this is where the NFL's weird. Zeke gets 6 games because he wasn't charged. Michael Kendrick has been charged and has done a plea deal to plead guilty. Am I correct?
I don't know the exact details on it.
Kendricks, yeah, he has a plea deal, and he's going to be sentenced later this year or early next year, like in January.
So he's guilty of a crime.
He is
but
correct.
the NFL's letting him play.
Because they're waiting on
find logic
sentencing,
in it,
right?
Brett.
Is that what's
Yeah,
happening?
because they're waiting on sentencing for that. It doesn't make sense. The NFL cares about discipline when it matters to them, when they need to get the PR win. That's when they care about it. It's stupid. Got to find that Randy Gregory play for you
All
guys.
right, so
here.
looking
That's
for
why
this
I'm scrolling.
sack here, Tom. Okay, Tyron Smith just gets beat.
That's
Yeah,
rare.
Kendrick
That's
got
rare.
Kendrick
Never
got
see that.
Well, he got a great jump. I mean, it was borderline offsides.
Yeah.
Well, he knows he's going to be behind bars soon, so he's got to make up for it by.
Got a ball out now.
Yeah, exactly. Interesting scores.
Yeah, that really was a fantastic jump. Like Frank Clark there. I don't know why they listed it. Or Frank Clark got that great jump, and then Kendricks cleaned it up. But that was good. That was impressive.
So 17-3, Seattle in the lead. Looks like Dallas is going to punt here. They did, actually. 1st and 10 on Seattle's 38.
Yeah, it already happened, but this would have been the perfect time for the old Chris Jones fake punt play. It's almost where they ran it against the Raiders. Maybe an extra 10 yards up.
Yeah.
Seattle was kind of ready for it, though. They kind of stood there and watched it. All right, let me get Randy Gregory being an idiot for our highlight cut here.
For all this talk about Earl Thomas and all that, why is there no talk about Dallas should trade for X wide receiver or X lineman or whatever?
What receivers are actually available right now?
I don't know. But nobody's even commenting about it. That's the thing.
If Golden Tate's actually available, as producer Harris or former co-host Harris says, sign me up. But I don't know if this would actually move him. I'm not as convinced on that as some are.
You see that score on your screen, folks? 27-6. Bills over the Vikings. That was just an
what the
absolute
hell happened today?
Stunner.
That's something else.
Oh
what
my God.
happened?
And I like to get aggressive with my picks usually, Tom, because usually crazy upsets happen, i.e. Cardinals over Bears right now. I picked that game. The Minnesota game I just did not see at freaking all.
Yeah.
I had it 40-13
that one
Vikings.
doesn't make any sense.
It scared me because it was such a high spread. That's why I hate betting on college football, because there are high spreads and those I'm a chicken and I get scared.
Yeah, I get scared of college.
So I'm like, I'm not going to bet on it. But they were my pick in my Survivor game, and I lost that, and I'm out now for the year, which sucks. I was doing so well. Had it scripted out for the first 2 weeks and said, I'll play it safe. The Bills suck. I'll pick the Vikings. Bust.
And by the way,
Idiot.
total laying an egg by Jacksonville. After a crazy win over New England, they just
you lost to Blaine Gabbert
hapless.
And a half of a quarterback in Marcus Mariota. How do you lose that game? Oh, because you have Blake Bortles as your quarterback. He sucks. Stop it, Bortles truthers out there.
So the Patriots had their early season loss. The Jags had their early season loss. There you go. TV timeout, by the way, at CenturyLink. 1st and 10, Seattle on their own 38 here. Battle of the LA teams, by the way. Chargers and Rams going at it, 35-20. The Rams are in the lead.
Yeah.
So.
All right, question coming in here for your producer, Brett Scott. I'll put in the comment section, too. What is your first NFL memory?
Ooh. Boy, I'm going to really show my age.
Okay.
When I answer this
I don't
question.
have good memory, so that's my issue.
That you're not that old?
Well, yeah, but I was also really late to the game in terms of watching the NFL. See, I was all in on baseball when I was a young kid. My first NFL memory is Joe Flacco and the Baltimore Ravens losing to the Pittsburgh Steelers in the 2008 AFC Championship game. That's when I started watching football. Joe Flacco's rookie year.
I got a bunch of grainy
Middle school.
memories, like Troy Aikman taking a hit from LeVar Arrington. I vaguely recall that one that kind of ended his career. Like I kind of have like a memory of seeing that play and go, oh, that's not good. I have a memory of like me as a child playing with those little tiny football helmets and like picking the games each week. And then like my first because my memory's terrible, my first crystal clear memory because it affected my dad so much was when Carson Palmer got that low hit to the knee against the Steelers in the playoffs by Kimo Van Olhoffen, or as he is known in Cincinnati, Kimo Van Cheap Shot, because my dad was convinced that the Bengals were going to win the Super Bowl that year. Because that Bengals team was good. That was a really good
What year are we talking?
team. I think it's 2005, if I'm remembering correctly. But again, bad memory here.
Not a promise.
Hushman, Zada, Ocho Cinco, and they had Chris Henry.
How about we go back to the early 90s and the Leon Lett Thanksgiving game, Miami Dolphins snowstorm debacle.
Now, that I remember because I have the highlights. I don't remember it live, though, because I was like
that one was something else.
2 or 3, whatever year it was. There's a sack, Brett. DeMarcus Lawrence, there you go.
D-Law.
And Sean Lee a little bit.
Happily playing on the franchise tag. What a concept, Tom.
He's like,
somebody tell Le'Veon Bell.
You're going to pay me $17 million for 1 year?
To play football.
Where do I sign?
Football.
Now, of course, if Tank gets tagged again, I actually think we might have some issues.
Boy, that'd be a problem if they did.
Then maybe the Players Association shouldn't have agreed to this whole tagging thing.
The Players Association got absolutely destroyed in the last round.
This is why we're going to have a lockout in a few years.
You know what? It's a bad idea for the Players Association to lock out.
Yep.
Think so?
What do the owners lose? Nothing, really. They're all rich.
Yeah, their money's somewhere else.
It's the players that lose stuff.
That is true.
When I think what happens, too, there's just not going to be as much money the next time around. Sorry.
I agree. Don't lock out. But I kind of agree with Cam. I think we're heading that way. So,
all right, the Cowboys have got to get something going on offense. I mean,
gotta
it's
score.
Just ridiculous.
Got to score, Brett. I completely agree here.
By the way, FSU boy chimed in with his favorite memory when the Saints won the Super Bowl.
Syracuse? Oh.
Good point.
Sorry. Couldn't resist. Sorry.
Too soon.
Sorry.
Yeah, FSU not good in football this year.
Pretty sure I saw Miami, Ohio actually play
They
pretty
beat
well.
Bowling Green.
There you go.
They got to win.
Look out.
There we go. It was a good thing it wasn't a close game because that team is hot garbage in close games. All right, another one coming in here. What's your favorite candy? Cam, do you even eat candy ever anymore?
Well, I did, and I remember the taste of all of them.
See, Cam doesn't eat food.
I don't eat sugar. No added sugar, folks.
Like I said, Cam doesn't eat food.
I don't enjoy
Go
fun.
Get some candy. Hold on.
Yes.
So
Brett knows me well.
it's
I'm
a
sucker
tight
for
battle
candy.
among Reese's Pieces, Reese's Cup, M&M's. Probably, actually. You know what? M&M's are the #1 candy out there in my eyes.
All right.
Little Swedish Fish thrown in there.
Take your pick for me. Reese's is one of my favorite because I do love.
Hold on. Hey, Cam, what kind of M&M's, though?
Oh, it's regular chocolate.
Just plain?
Yeah, plain.
Okay. Not peanut?
I like peanut, but they're too big. The little M&M's are too big.
Do you have a piece of candy for me, Brett?
No.
God damn, dude.
Skittles. See, I hate
savagery.
Skittles. Skittles just make you thirsty.
I
they
love
don't
Skittles.
satisfy you at all.
Well, yeah, you're eating candy. You're not trying to get satisfied. Like Snickers, I guess, satisfies.
Peanut
That's like the
M&Ms
old
from
tagline,
Patrick
but, like,
Patterson. I like that.
If you're trying to eat candy, you're not trying to have a meal. Like you're not
Yeah,
trying
but
to fill yourself up.
It's just sugar capsulized.
Yeah, that's why it's
all
delicious.
it is. Like, there's just no substance there.
that's like the whole point of it, though. That's all.
Really?
Yeah.
It's really not.
It's delicious.
Snickers is satisfying, according to Chris. I agree, Chris. Snickers are definitely satisfying. Jolly Ranchers is a good one. The hard candy or the chewable?
That guy's username is phone number?
Let's call him.
606-372.
2717.
Yeah. 606-372. I don't think it's actually enough numbers to be a phone number. It's one number.
Oh, you're right. It's one short.
Yeah, it's one short.
Guess 0, I guess. That'd be my guess. Yes, now I get the candy. Do you want to take a smell, Cam?
I will actually take a whiff of this.
Take a smell. That's how Cam eats candy.
I'm gonna get so high off this. Oh my god.
Ooh, blue and red, my favorite one.
Freaking high right now, man.
What's this from, Brett?
Kids, eat your vegetables.
Nah, don't.
Oh, that was a birthday present for my daughter.
Oh, nice.
Stole it.
For or from?
For.
Oh, you got it?
From my parents, but take that away.
Oh my god, Zeke.
Oh,
Great
Zeke,
blocking.
big gain.
Great blocking.
And then he picks up 2 on that next play, too. Nicely done.
Cowboys have got to score a touchdown here. It is a got-to situation. You guys know what about gottas?
Is that a reference for something?
No.
It means you just got to.
Just got to. Who does he stiff arm back into?
E.T.
Thomas just got
Symbolism? Oh, it's some jawing after.
that felt like playful.
That feel like
jawing
playful,
in a way.
like, good move, Zeke. Can't wait to play for you. Can't get to play on your team next year. Please.
I don't know how he gets 2 yards on the next one.
Yeah, really.
That's what Zeke does.
Noah is asking, I thought T. Will was inactive.
No, Bryce Butler wasn't active. T. Will, though, might be facing a suspension.
The savior of the Cowboys, Bryce Butler.
Stop it.
All right, Cowboys, 3rd and 4 here. Cortavius can't find the game. Cortavius,
I gotcha.
You got to know where to look, so we'll give it to you.
I
got the link, buddy.
Chatsports.com/stream. We'll help you out. But stick around and hang out with us, too. Make sure you click that subscribe button.
Gotcha.
Prescott.
So Swaim again, who's been surprisingly active.
He's a big boy.
For reasons. So he's a blocking tight end.
First down, Allen Hurns.
Okay. I like that.
What do you think about the no-tempo, or up-tempo, I should say, offense for Dallas? Should they implement that more?
Flowers has gotten John, I think, with T. Will and Tavon Austin now.
Frank Clark is punching people.
That's dirty. That's
fresh off of
maybe not
calling
that
out
dirty,
Mitch Trubisky.
Kind of dirty. Oh, it's Frank Clark. I mean, are you surprised that he does bad
Got
things?
kicked out of Michigan.
Sad.
Jordan Howard touchdown run. Woo! Bears got to score.
3rd and 4. Becomes a
All right.
1st and 10.
Dak. Little slant. I like that. Good job, Hearns.
All right. Another
job.
one here.
Now you're marching.
Swaim.
Okay. Swaim for
Cowboys
11.
Approaching the red zone.
That's back-to-back plays for a first down for the Cowboys.
All right.
What is going on?
Will the Cowboys get a touchdown here?
It's a good one. I'll put it in the you can put it in the comments?
Got it.
You got it.
Vote away.
Sitting on the Seattle 21. Will they get a touchdown, or do they have to settle for another Brett Maher field goal?
Who needs them when you got that? That's going to be 14-10 here in a second. That Bears-Cardinals score.
See, that was good pass protection there from Zeke, too. That's why they drafted that kid.
Yeah, he's a good pass protector. Now, I thought he needed some work coming out with his pass catching abilities, but he's a good player, obviously. All right, let me get this highlight cut up here through the first half. There we go. All right, well, that's no gain. 2nd and 10 coming up here. I will give them credit. I appreciate more empty sets, but why the hell would you go empty set with 3 tight ends on the field?
There's Tavon.
So Tavon had a gain of 5 and then ended up getting nothing on that play.
Wow.
Sometimes just take the yards you got, buddy.
North-south, Tavon. Come on, buddy.
So this is going to be 3rd and 6, and you haven't moved the ball at all on offense, Brett and Cam. I kind of think this might be 4-down territory. If it were me, it would be, as long as you pick up positive yards here.
Yeah, I agree.
So I might try and do a draw.
Here's the problem.
Quarterback draw?
It's going to be a sack.
Quarterback draw, please. Thank you. That'd be nice.
Looking at the board here, it says 3rd and 6 on Seattle 17. Okay, so yeah, I would say 4-down territory at this point.
Well, not when you take a sack.
Well,
It was a no-gainer, but Frank Clark has been really good in this one.
You know, he's really kind of making Tyron Smith look a little bit silly at times.
Yeah.
He's had a couple of good jumps off the ball, and
It's impressive.
it's gotten there.
Push it down 17 to 6. It's still 2 scores.
I mean, do you want to be down 11 at the end of the third? Probably not. Not in this kind of
I know Jason
game
Garrett, though.
script.
He's probably going to kick the field goal. What happened? Yeah, Frank Clark just beating Tyron Smith off the snap, and Dak somehow actually
Smith
got
doesn't
back.
look like himself.
Yeah, he looks a little slow. Frank Clark might just look faster, frankly. So, does lead to a field goal, though. So, Brett, you know what I have to do, right?
Something about you got to tweet about Dan Bailey.
I got to tweet.
I don't
Who
know.
needs Dan Bailey?
Who needs Dan Bailey?
Yeah. Got to stick to the brand, Brett. That's the rule. And then, inevitably, when Brett Maher misses one, it's bring back Dan Bailey, Cam. Got to stick to the brand.
Saw a couple Des Bryant references in the comments section, by the way.
He's not
Cowboys
coming back
fans
to
want
Dallas.
Des Bryant back.
Not happening.
Sorry, guys. That
I
ain't
realize they
happening.
might want it, but it ain't happening. Sorry. Now, yes, producer Brett mumbles that they shouldn't have come in the first place. That I agree with. So, 17-6 then, 3:48 to go in the third quarter. What's your game plan if you're Seattle here, Cam? You just trying to kill some clock more? Keep running the football
I
as
think
you've
you
done
chew,
pretty well
chew,
so
and
far?
chew it. I mean, you look at the reality of Seattle's offense right now.
Mhm.
There's no Doug Baldwin. Tyler Lockett actually had a nice play.
Mhm.
But I think you just hammer the rock. Go right at Dallas and slow down D-Law in the pass rush.
I think that's the plan there, and we've seen some good games so far from Chris Carson. The offensive line has not been that good, but they've picked up enough to keep the defense honest. You can't just pin your ears back and blitz like Seattle's going to be able to do here in a little bit.
How about this question? David Sills to Dallas.
I could see it. I don't think Sills is going to be a first-round pick, and I don't think the Cowboys are going to spend a first-round pick on a receiver. I mean, it's certainly a possibility, but I don't think they'll go that route. So I think it could make some sense. Sills is a fun guy to watch in college. I don't think he's going to put up quite the same production in the NFL because he scores all the touchdowns.
The whole West Virginia offense is a college football fluke, if you will. The players won't translate to the NFL, per se.
They'll translate. I just don't think it's going to be like it. They're going to put up the exact same numbers that they do now. It's a lesser version of Texas Tech, for example. Like, they're going to score a lot, but they're going to make mistakes, and you got to find a little bit more consistency to translate a little bit better in the NFL. But that's just me. All right, let's do another. Here we go. Another one, just for Cam, since I know how much he likes food.
Oh, God.
In-N-Out or Whataburger? Patrick did put in Noah Font, and I think that could actually be a fit.
What
for
if
the
you
Cowboys.
haven't tried either of them?
You pick Whataburger.
You're just not cultured, evidently.
Yes, also that. Also that. Mike does bring up a good point here again. Not related to this, as people putting in and out, you are wrong. It's definitely Whataburger. Five Guys, also an acceptable answer. Haven't used Dak as a run threat so far.
So this was talked about, and I forget the exact stat, but last week when Dak Prescott averages, I think it was 4, maybe 5 rushes a game or more, Cowboys win ball games. It's as simple as that.
Mm-hmm.
When he rushes the ball less than that, Cowboys don't win ball games.
So run the ball with Dak 4 times, start the game, and you'll win, right?
Exactly. It's that easy.
That's how those stats work. I do like them. A little bit deceptive. But, yeah, what happened to the options? I don't think we've seen a read option. I haven't paid close enough attention to the offensive line to really say if we've seen any RPOs. I'm sure we've seen a couple, but, like, come on. You know what worked last week, and I think it's summed up by the first play of the game, Brett. What has worked for them? Spreading it out, quarterback runs, options, RPOs, package plays, whatever. Cowboys' first play of the game, a friggin' 3 tight end set. Which is just like Scullinhan saying, you know what? No, I know more than you. I'm going to run the ball. I'm going to run the 3 tight end set. Well, today's show is brought to you by BetDSI. Go to chatsports.com/bet. Promo code LIVE120. $100 down. They'll give you $120 for free with that bonus for a grand total of $220. And even if you lose some bets, Cam, you'll still have plenty of money to bet with on BetDSI. Why don't you tell people what you did today, Cam?
Yeah, Tom, I put a hefty $50 on the Indianapolis Colts to beat the Philadelphia Eagles today. If I bet on the spread, I would have won. I went money line straight up. I had Indy beating Philadelphia in Philadelphia. Gross weather game. I was really impressed with the defense for the Colts so far. Still am. Didn't happen, though. But, hey, I got a couple of friends to sign up on BetDSI.
Oh, the Cowboys almost recovered a fumble. Rashad Penny.
Sad.
Jeff Heath again making plays out there. It's funny. I think this actually might have been a botched handoff. Let's take a look here. I got a buddy who bet on Virginia Tech to cover the spread against Old Dominion.
Jeff Heath back in the game,
40,
by the way.
Bet $40. Oh, he almost recovered that. I don't know how. Jeff Heath is always in the right spot at the right time for almost getting a recovery somehow. I don't know how he does it. He's always right there, and then Cheeto gets beat for 25, or at least he makes the tackle for 25 yards there. First down, Seahawks. Not ideal there. Right off his fingertips. So close. That would have been a huge play.
Okay, here's a question for you, Tom. Are we going to have Earl Thomas, Hallway, Jason Garrett 2.0?
Earl's pretty mad at the Seahawks, so I wouldn't be surprised if he actually went over in front of Mike's and screamed, "Come get me," because I think he.
Let me reiterate: trade for me.
I want to play for you.
Oh, what a snag!
Yeah, that wasn't even bad coverage by Awuzie.
That's just bullet for Russell Wilson.
You know who's actually one of the elite corners so far this year, according to PFF? Byron Jones.
Byron Jones has been fantastic this year. Frankly, much of this Cowboys secondary has, although it hasn't been quite as effective today. Cheeto, I think, is going to have a rough game. Byron's made some plays. Anthony Brown has been in the slot. Hasn't gotten beat all that often.
You know who I give credit to for that, by the way? You.
Chris Richard.
Actually, you.
Yeah, because I said move Byron to corner.
For so long that
screaming it.
Byron should be at corner, and here he is.
Natural fit for him.
Balling out.
Natural fit for him.
You're a fortune teller.
Thank you. Sometimes I get stuff right. Not apparently betting on the Cowboys this week, though. Man, Brett, I'm going to go 1-4 on our BetDSI picks, too.
I got to check up on that, actually.
I'm going to go 1-4 this week.
What's the Rams score?
2-1 so far.
Let me check my handy-dandy Chat Sports app. How about that? Let's see. Sean Lee.
Chatsports.com/bet. Check up on these.
So I was sitting on the Chiefs.
Rams are up 35-23. Holy shit.
Check. Rams, check. Bills, check. Arizona's looking like a check. Green Bay's a minus. So looking at 4-1, boys.
Damn.
That could move us into the top 5.
I think
Never
that
know.
is.
It's crazy
Let's
week.
See.
Crazy week.
Saints Falcons, check. Giants Texans, nope. Eagles Colts, missed it by 2 points. Packers Redskins, nope. And Cowboys Seahawks, looking like a nope because now the Seahawks are driving again.
Crap, I did go Dallas.
It's all right, buddy.
I'm going to go 2-2 at that point. Then I have Pittsburgh on Monday night.
I really thought about Pittsburgh. I really did. I probably should have done it.
Because I had Oakland, and they should have freaking won that game.
I had Oakland, actually, and I changed it, and I'm glad I changed it last second. I also had a teaser, and it fell apart because the Packers blew it against the Redskins.
$100 million contract. 10 years.
0 wins.
0 wins. John Gruden, you, sir, are overrated, at least so far.
Overpaid.
And that.
Even if they were 3-0, I think he'd be overpaid.
Probably, yeah.
All right,
so
running down to the end of the quarter here. Cowboys going to lose this game, Tom.
I know. We'll do a mailbag on Thursday. Hope you guys,
Pastel saying they're always doubting my Seahawks. There, of course, is spelled wrong, but the Seahawks aren't any good either, Pastel.
They're 0-2.
The Seahawks are just not a good football team.
No.
This is a battle of 2 non-playoff teams.
Yep.
It appears as if, Tom. Hate to say
Cowboys going to go 8-8 this year. I've changed my prediction. If they lose this game, it's 8-8. Because how fitting is that? 8-8, Garrett gets canned.
Yeah.
Tom could be
Hopefully
getting close.
Gets canned.
Could be getting close to hot board time for the Dallas Cowboys.
It's been hot board time for the Cowboys.
Let me ask you this. Okay, Jason Garrett, we know he's probably on the hot seat. Is Pete Carroll on the hot seat? Now, they've blown it up and trying to rebuild here, but is Pete Carroll still under fire potentially as it goes with that?
Pete Carroll is on the retirement hot seat.
That's fair.
How about that? They won't fire him, but he might just walk away.
Okay.
That'd be my prediction.
That's a good point. He wouldn't go back to college, would he?
USC job might be open. Come full circle? But no, I don't think so. I don't think so. But fourth quarter now, so.
All right, Jason Garrett or Pete Carroll, first one to not be coaching their team. That's the question.
Okay.
Pick one.
Excuse me.
I'm going to go Jason Garrett.
I'll go Garrett as well.
Garrett.
Okay.
Because I know
maybe it's not that controversial of a question.
I just think Stephen Jones has had it, right?
Glad you said Steven, by the way. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Because Steven's in charge of this team now. But yeah, I don't think the Cowboys trust their coaching staff right now, frankly. It's weird because Jerry might have said he's not on the hot seat, but what else is he going to say?
Oh, yeah, you're never going to say, oh, yeah, I'm going to fire my coach.
Yeah, he's not on the hot seat when he's sitting right next to
But I still think Jerry's the softie compared to
Jerry's definitely the softie.
Steven.
Jerry's gotten a little soft in his old age, I think.
That's what happens. Your skin gets softer, Tom.
That was good. I like that one, Cam.
Thank you.
I like that.
Yeah, it was a really interesting 1 o'clock wave of games, by the way. Buffalo winning. Oh, you see the score on your screen now, folks. 14-10. Cardinals lead. Some interesting scores here today. The Giants pulled one out. The Texans are 0-3, and I predicted them this year to finish third in the South.
Speaking of hot seat, Bill O'Brien.
Yep.
And if Bill O'Brien gets fired, I actually would be okay with that one for the Cowboys because that offensive line is garbage. And there's been a lot of turmoil in that front office in general.
The big debate throughout the week was, are the Jaguars the team to beat in the AFC? And here they go, losing to the Tennessee Titans in a baseball score, 9-6.
Things don't make sense to me sometimes, Cam.
Yep.
This is just one of those things.
Tom, I predicted the Denver Broncos to win the West this year, and I think I'm getting close to being right on that. But the Ravens took down Denver today pretty handedly. Are the Ravens a challenger to New England and Jacksonville in the AFC?
Stop it.
What do you mean?
Stop it.
At this point, it's a legit question.
Okay, are the Bengals a contender?
No, because it's the Bengals.
Bengals beat the Ravens.
I know, but still.
The reality is that I think you're overselling Denver. We saw it last year. Denver is good to start the year at home because that climate does mess with opposing teams. And now they're going to kind of come crashing back down to earth.
I don't know, Tommy. The Chargers are about to go 1-2. The Raiders are 0-3. Fair. The Chiefs are 3-0.
Chiefs.
But
which is weird. I wouldn't be surprised if in the end actually everyone came crashing back down to their means, or I guess crashing upwards to their means. But there you go. About Dak Prescott. Boy.
Legion of Boom is here?
That's not what you want. No,
that's not good at
bad. Zeke's actually been good, but that's not enough.
Doesn't matter when you can't execute.
This Cowboys team is built on controlling the clock, and that's actually been the opposite of what we've seen for so much this season. That's a big issue for me.
Meanwhile, old Russell, 15-24, 184, a couple of pass touchdowns there, and they're working Chris Carson today, Tom.
Yeah, he's been good for them.
21 carries.
Maybe not the most or the best average, but he's been effective. Tyler Lockett has also been fantastic.
That's
so
what
far.
Lockett can do. Give you those big time boom plays.
Still overpaid, but it's okay. It's okay. And now it's 1st and goal on the 8 for the Seahawks. So, I mean, if they get a score here, you better hope that Dak Prescott can somehow recapture that Packers in the playoffs magic, because otherwise, what are you going to do? You're going to start chucking the ball around now.
Yeah.
Because you got to. You're going to be down,
And that's when Seattle's defense puts out
the run. Yep.
The pass rushing specialists, and they tee off, and Tyron Smith and other linemen get exposed.
Andrew Doe saying, trade for Jameis Winston. All right, Dak or Jameis?
Give me Dak. I don't want to deal with Jameis's off the field stuff.
That's a tough question.
I think talent-wise, it's Winston, even though Winston hasn't been any good as touchdown Seahawks. Chris Carson up the gut for 5 yards. I don't want to deal with Winston's off the field stuff. It's just not worth it to me because he hasn't actually been very good. So about to be 24-6 Seahawks.
Yeah, if Winston played with Zeke in Dallas, you'd have the ultimate suspension duo of Jameis Winston and Zeke Elliott.
Too soon.
Yeah. But hey, Ryan Fitzpatrick seems like a franchise quarterback. 15 years late, but he is now.
That's the cycle. He's going to fall apart once he gets named the starter officially.
God. I can't believe the Dallas Cowboys are getting this embarrassed.
I am actually surprised. I thought for sure it was going to be a close game, not a blowout game. Brutal. Absolutely brutal.
I envisioned like 19-12, a Dallas Cowboys win, and it just did not pan out that way, obviously.
I think I had like 20-10.
Yeah.
Seahawks fans, I'm sure will yell at me in the comment section, but that's okay because they deserve it this week because they are pounding the Cowboys. 24-6. Jesus, what a mess.
Do we have any Jerry Jones cutaways yet? Or is that an NBC thing only?
That's mostly an NBC thing.
They love their
NBC
Jerry
does do it
cutaways.
a lot more than Fox.
It always happens. I remember the Kyle Orton interception against Philadelphia. Dallas trying to get into the playoffs, I believe it was. It was a Week 17 Sunday night game, and they cut to Jerry right after Orton got picked off. Jerry's just like walking around in his box.
All angry. Yeah, this is going to be the game where Jerry goes, I am so mad at you guys right now. What are you people doing out there?
Oy, oy, oy. I mean, what are you thinking if you're Earl Thomas in this game, by the way, and you're seeing the way in which Dallas just can't execute on offense?
Well, they're definitely not trading for me now.
I mean, yeah. But it's just like, he must be in an awkward position just being in this game. There was a report that came out that during practices, Earl Thomas will sometimes just sit on the sideline.
Because he doesn't want to be there.
It's so amazing to me.
He wants to. He'll play because he wants them checks, but he doesn't want to be in Seattle. He's not going to re-sign with them. So it's been kind of a mess for the Seattle Seahawks. They've not handled this well on either side, frankly, which is just a bit of a mess there. All right, new weigh-in because this game has turned into a blowout. What's your favorite pizza place? What you got for me, Cam?
I guess I have to go with the chain, right? Because I can't go with a local place. Nobody will know.
Local, that's fine.
Local place in New England, Papa Gino's. Really good pizza. Papa Gino's. Do they have that in the Boston area, Harris? Yeah, okay, so it's New England chain.
Okay,
Papa Gino's is by vote.
How about national chain so I can comment on the quality of the pizza?
Okay. I do enjoy Domino's. It's been a while.
I figured it'd been a while for you.
Too doughy sometimes, but that's all right.
I guess I'm an outlier these days, but I still think Papa John's is great.
Too soon.
Is it though, or is it not soon enough? Either way, I'm actually a big fan of Papa John's. So.
I mean,
the NFL is not though.
They are still the official sponsor or official pizza of the Dallas Cowboys, however.
Because
Yes.
Jerry's owns a bunch of them.
The Cowboys can stand alone because they're the Cowboys.
You're damn right they're going to stand. Got him!
Robbo, I don't think you're the only loyal Dallas fan here, but I think people can complain about the Cowboys without their loyalty being called into question.
I actually hate the if you're not a true fan if you criticize.
Somebody just said Papa John's sucks.
I know it's controversial, but I like Papa John's. I respect those who don't like it, but I like Papa John's.
Of the national boys, I like pizza at the best. That may be like old, almost old school at this point.
Nobody pizzas the Hut.
Nobody pizzas the Hut. That's right.
I really don't get their saying, but that's what it is.
All right, here we go. Cowboys not marching.
All right, you better start chucking and airing it out, even though your offense is 100% not built to do that at all.
So if you're Jason Garrett, you go
Linehan, throw the damn ball.
You go empty set, 5 wide, and then Garrett goes like this the rest of the game. And just looks
Knowing
away.
Linehan, it's going to be empty set, 2 tight end.
No, I think 3 tight end is the way to go.
Stop it.
You got to have Rico in the game.
Oh, God. It's just...
All right, they are chucking
Line
it.
drive by Janikowski.
Almost a squib.
Yeah, nearly a squib. I hate this camera angle.
I hate it. Just give me...
I have no depth perception
First off,
on this.
all 22 is the best camera angle. Don't do the
Fair.
overhead spider cam, whatever it is these days.
Troy Aikman on the broadcast, folks. Yep. Big supporter of Mizzen and Main, wearing Mizzen and Main dress shirts every broadcast.
That's what
as
we're
are
wearing.
we.
There you go.
So they're supporting us here at Chat Sports. Yes, they're
Especially
fantastic.
when it gets kind of hot in here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Comfortable.af, folks. URL does check out because they are comfortable as that.
Tom does it. Troy Aikman does it. I do it.
What more do you
Phil
need?
Mickelson does it.
What more do you need?
There you go.
What more do you need? There you go.
All right, so what do we got here with the Dallas Cowboys?
Just
a little laser to
I
Cole
don't think-
Beasley.
Was that
He said
incomplete?
he didn't catch it, but I thought he caught that.
Pretty close.
Boy, they must have ruled it incomplete.
Well, maybe he did drop it. That was a tough throw there by Dak on the run. Oh, yeah, he didn't catch it.
Definitely not a complete pass.
That's a tough pitch and catch to make in the end. Very tough play. All right, now it's 3rd and 7 because you ran it again on 2nd and 10, which...
Not again. First time this drive.
Yeah, I mean for the game. They like to do that a lot. At least they spread them out.
Zeke's still sitting on the under on
Offsides.
that bet DSI rushing yards, by the way.
Is he?
Close, though.
Yep.
What was the number?
93.5.
Oh, it's a pass, but
93.
never mind. It's getting closer. Offsides there. That helps the Cowboys, I think. Timeout Seattle, so they need to get some points here. Obviously.
Seeing a little promo here. College football Saturday. BYU taking on Washington. That's a very interesting matchup.
Much more excited about Stanford, Penn State.
It's a good one, too. I guess you're just going for a moral victory at this point if you're the Dallas Cowboys. You're not trying to win this game, are you? But you're not trying to win at this point.
You're trying to win.
You're trying not to get
You're trying to get some damn offense going for future games.
That's what I mean. That's a moral win. Get your offense going.
Okay.
But don't win, actually, on the box score.
What, are you tanking?
Tank for a quarterback? I'll put it in the comments.
Will Greer, future quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys.
Okay, let's get Justin Herbert.
Justin
By the way, I'll put this in the comments section for you guys because I know it'll get you riled up. Is Dak the Cowboys franchise quarterback?
Ah, there it is.
There you go. There you go. 3rd and 2 coming up now after the offsides. I see a question about if Cam Chancellor retired. Yeah, he did because he's hurt. Well, he retired.
Retired.
He didn't retire so he could get paid, but he's unable to play because of his injuries, so he's done playing football. That's how.
All right, Zeke picks up a first down at least. All right, Cowboys.
Marching, maybe.
Maybe.
Kind of, sort of, a little bit. I hope.
It's so funny. All the 49ers fans really do want Colin Kaepernick. This is great.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh, my God. This is glorious.
We want Cap.
Really?
Yeah.
Bring back Eric Reed at the same time.
Hey, makes sense.
Hey, all right, Deontay Thompson, 13 yards.
I mean, do you think the owners could just be like, hey, Jed York, just do us a solid here and get this
end this lawsuit?
Well,
get this
Jed
lawsuit
York
to go away?
Is a big-time supporter of kneeling during the national anthem, and he's in the minority in terms of the ownership in regards to having that position. If anybody's going to sign Colin Kaepernick, maybe it is the San Francisco 49ers. Now, Mark Garagos, if I may, said earlier this week that big news is coming this week in terms of Kaepernick perhaps signing with the Patriots or the Raiders.
Oh.
Okay?
Interesting.
The 49ers may be a part of that.
To start over Derek Carr?
That'd be crazy. But that should be a rumor on some show this week.
All right, Cowboys got the ball moving a little bit here. I like that.
Oh,
Zeke. Ball game.
Oh, God. Seriously?
Wrap it up. We'll do mailbag on Thursday. Oh, God, what happened?
Oh, it's a big gain.
Huge
Big
gain.
gain.
Oh, he
Cuts it
didn't
up.
tuck it away.
Doesn't tuck it
Zeke.
away.
Zeke. That put him over the over, by the way, on BetDSI.
It sure
Brett.
did.
It put him over. Oh, Zeke.
Well.
See, it was the Denver game. Even Zeke's messing up.
Yep.
Wow.
Damn.
Yeah, that was like Shady
High
McCoy
and tight,
loose.
not high and wide. As Bradley McDougal, who knocked it loose, and Justin Coleman was able to dive on it. Oh, man. Cam. What a bad game for the Cowboys. Sorry I let you bet on them this week. Balances out, I guess, since I let you bet, or you let me play the Ravens defense.
Yeah, we're good. We're good. Brutal.
Well, Cowboys fans, we can all wallow in our own misery here.
Yeah. What's your favorite beer?
Subscribe at youtube.com/Dallas Cowboys Report. That's our Cowboys-only YouTube channel. Click on that link. I just put it in the comments. We'll complain a lot. Tom will have the highlights. We'll complain and everything like that.
We can all blame Scott Linehan again. Don't worry, guys.
Let's go back to blaming Scott Linehan.
It'll be fun because that's what we're supposed to do.
So in that vein, Tom,
Yes.
looking ahead here on the schedule for Dallas, they host Detroit. They look like a hapless team with a lot of problems in the locker room.
It's a must-win game.
Then
and
it's
then they
Houston.
get the Texans.
And it's Houston in Houston, followed by Jacksonville, Washington, and then Tennessee.
I mean, beyond Jacksonville, I'm not going to get my hopes up, but it's not the most daunting schedule.
If I'm predicting the rest of these games here, at least in the immediate future, I say a win against the Detroit Lions. Okay, so that brings the Cowboys back to 500. Then I think the Cowboys actually beat the Texans.
Texans are bad.
I think that defensive front gets after Watson. I can't trust that offensive line for Houston.
It's fair.
So 3-2.
Very fair.
Hosting Jacksonville.
Who lost to the Titans today?
We're talking about a team that beat New England a week ago and then lost to the Titans today.
I mean, we haven't talked about it, and we should have talked about it when Harris was here. How bad are the Patriots?
They're worse than the Dolphins.
They're
clearly.
worse than the Titans.
Because the Dolphins beat the
exactly.
Titans.
Transitive property.
The Titans beat the Jags.
Transitive
and the
property.
Jags
It
beat the
never
Patriots.
fails. Math.
You can't argue facts.
No Gordon.
Ah, man,
Not
I knew I
surprising.
should have taken the under on his 55 yards.
It only counts if he plays. Sorry.
That seems like FanDuel trying to get out of paying a bet because they put up a
I saw
wrong
that.
line.
Oh, God.
All right,
Yeah.
Cam. So
Let me
3
get
and
that
2.
seat play.
They
Then Jacksonville.
take on this Jacksonville team. I don't really know what's going to happen. Let's say it's a loss.
I think the Jags.
3-3. They visit Washington.
Well, which Washington team shows up?
I
The one
don't
that beat the Packers, one that lost to
I
the
don't know
Colts?
what to expect about the Washington Redskins here. I'll say Cowboys win that. They get to 4-3. They host Tennessee. They'll beat Tennessee. I think that's a confident pick there from me. 5-3. Away against Philadelphia. 5-4. Away against Atlanta. 5-5. They host Washington 6-5 during Thanksgiving. I think they beat the Saints actually at home. It makes it 7-5.
6-6. Let's rectify that.
They lose to Philadelphia at home 7-6.
6 and 7.
8-6. They beat the Colts
Do they?
on the road.
Yeah, they beat the Colts.
It's called
They
midfield,
beat
Harris.
Tampa Bay on
they?
December 23rd because I have no trust in
I
the
think
Buccaneers
Tampa Bay's
being
at
this
least
good.
14-0 at that
Now
point.
they regress because it's Fitzpatrick starting at that point.
Hey, call me crazy. 10-6 is still very much
I'm gonna call you crazy.
in the
All right,
possibility
Cowboys,
here.
we are back on the right side of the world. I am now the Cowboys negative guy again. We're back.
Yeah, but I'm also negative. Cam is way positive on the Cowboys.
Yeah, what
It's
the hell's
crazy.
going on in this world?
This is an offense that barely has 200 yards of total offense.
But you see, just this small vacuum doesn't necessarily project the rest of the year.
No, of course not. But
Cowboys? 20.
20 last week.
Well, let's see if the Cowboys.
All right,
can
Joey's
force-
asking who would go to the Super Bowl. Let's ask everybody. Super Bowl predictions. Get them out there.
Well, I can go with my preseason prediction.
Cam, you can put it back out there. Saints, I don't know if it's going to happen, though, bro.
Saints over New England in the Super Bowl.
I had originally picked Vikings over Patriots, but as I told Cam the other day, I got to change it. I got to go Patriots over the Rams. Brady and Belichick walk away. Not arm in arm, though. They walk away giving each other the bird.
Daniel saying Browns. Wow, Daniel, come on. They win one game, and all of a sudden they're Super Bowl contenders.
Did you see my tweet the other night from my Madden Dynasty, Cam?
No.
It was Madden is no longer realistic, not that it ever was, because Hugh Jackson won Coach of the Year.
Christopher saying Seattle. Jabbar thinks.
He's a Seattle fan.
Okay. Jabbar must be a Texans fan going to the Super Bowl, I hope. Interesting.
Texans. Jabbar, they're 0-3.
Jags versus
Things can
Falcons.
change, I guess.
Better change fast. I'm down with the Browns at a 14-1-1 record. That'd be amazing.
That'd be so fucking awesome.
Rams versus
Whoa,
Eagles.
Tom, you just took it to like NC-17 there.
That escalated quickly.
I'm angry about the Cowboys.
10-second time delay on Tom Downey,
Sorry.
officially.
Sorry, guys.
Harris Rubenstein saying the Patriots and Vikings.
Nobody asked. Yeah, but the Vikings lost to the Bills, guys.
So the Bills are going
What
to
a
the Super Bowl?
bizarre game. Just absolutely bizarre
Joseph,
game.
you've got to put in your Super Bowl prediction to get a shout-out.
Boy.
I don't think it's going to be the Cowboys. Chiefs, maybe. But
Maybe.
Chiefs were, 6-0 last year? And
Yeah, we've seen this story before from
we've seen
from
this
the
script
Chiefs.
before. So that's why I'm a little skeptical about these Chiefs here.
Noah, it's a joke. Figure out what jokes are. Thanks. Love ya.
Which
Who
one
said
was the
that?
joke? Who's mad online?
Oh, he didn't get our joke about you swearing.
Yeah, it's a joke.
Y'all sleep on the Chiefs and Rams.
Cam,
That'd be fun.
You did sleep on the Chiefs.
That'd be
did.
fun. Chiefs-Rams would be a fun Super Bowl.
It's also been 3 weeks, so let's all chill out here, folks.
We can make our reactionary judgments on Thursday's
Yeah.
power ranking.
Talk to you in December.
Joseph is back. Shout out. He says Seattle, but come on, bro.
Yeah, I still don't believe in Seattle.
Patriots versus Bills. That is impossible,
possible?
actually.
They changed the rules just for that game.
Yeah.
Cowboys marching again here, Tom.
Yeah, Zeke's having a nice game beyond the fumble.
Yep,
Maybe things could have changed if he hadn't fumbled the ball.
but he did.
Zeke.
Joey asking, should the Cowboys get Dez Bryant?
Tom?
Oh, why would you want that? Like, look, Brett and I had agreement. You disagree because you're an idiot. The Cowboys should not have cut Dez Bryant in the first place, but you can't bring him back into this team right now. How are you going to bring in a receiver who called one of your captains a snake and has ripped your coaching
Exactly.
staff?
Dez doesn't even want to come back to the Dallas Cowboys. Why would he want to?
That's been dead.
He's laughing at this game right now, chilling out with his family.
I actually haven't pulled up Dez's Twitter account, but I'm sure he's tweeting.
Oh, yeah, he has been.
See on that last play, Zeke had that ball high and tight. He was not fumbling again.
PJB Butler is inactive today. Didn't practice enough this week.
Yeah, no Butler.
He has not tweeted much. He tweeted about the Giants and asking about imagine Lamar Jackson in the shotgun formation with the Giants. That's all he tweeted today.
Dak.
Michael Gallup sighting. He didn't drop that one. Have it end up in a pick. Good job, Gallup.
Gallup had a decent first week and a decent preseason, but he's been mostly inconsequential in this offense in a couple of games.
That's a good way of putting it.
Dak Prescott runs the ball for the first time today.
About time. And they get a penalty on it, too.
Nice.
Just a little read option, what Dak is good at. Mississippi State offense.
And Flower. Penalty was on the Seahawks. Okay, nice. Very nice.
Any comments on Shaquem Griffin?
He's having a good year.
He's, impressive dude, no doubt.
Yeah.
He hasn't done a whole lot today,
Hendricks
though.
has been gotten a decent amount of his snaps. Let me check his stat line. Via the handy-dandy Chat Sports app.
Ravens over Broncos today, 27-14. Watch out for Baltimore within the AFC, kids.
By the way, Sean Lee has been ruled out, and you can guess what the injury is.
Hamstring.
Again.
Got it.
Ah!
Sean Lee on the injury report. Drink. Every time.
It's true. At least Leighton Vander Esch actually looked pretty competent
Yeah,
today.
so Shaquem Griffin has not recorded a tackle in this game.
Yeah, I think they've given more reps to Kendricks and Wagner. That's kind of been – they run a lot of nickel, as so many teams do, and Kendricks and Wagner have been their top two guys with Wright banged up. All right, got to get a touchdown here. Got to do it.
Dak creating, firing, incomplete.
That's a tough catch, but that's not one Gallup's going to bring down in most cases, I don't think. Let me try the sangria. I haven't tried it yet. Yeah, I don't like sangria very much.
So it seems like Noah is holding out hope here. Still time for 3 possessions.
Yeah, what's your score prediction? Rico!
Could be.
Although they do call timeout here.
Rico looks panicked.
He did look panicked. I think Rico had the play call.
Oh, God.
They have the little headset thingies. Why
when
would
it's
Rico?
loud, you can't hear.
The 12th man in Seattle.
All right.
There's the timeout.
12 men on the field.
You're not literally supposed to do it, Seattle.
That's actually the second time in this game that they've had 12 men on the field.
I know you're the 12th man, but it doesn't mean you get a free player.
Here you go, Tom. The Tom Downey Bowl this week. Vikings and Rams. Your preseason pick versus your current pick for the NFC champion.
It's funner to do it that way and cheat. That's a great game.
Hell of a game.
Oh, my God. That's actually good Thursday Night Football.
Yeah. Well, is it, though? The Vikings got hammered by the Bills at home.
The Vikings
but
will
I
be
think
fine.
the Vikings will bounce back. Either way.
You know what, Tom? They were looking ahead to that game. Let's be real.
Touchdown Cowboys.
Tavon.
3
gotta
yards.
Make Tavon happen, baby.
For 6.
12-24 touches a game.
Hey, guess what the score is? 24-12.
There we go. He did it. So you go for 2, right?
Well, no, I don't think you have to here. 11-point game is still a 2-possession game.
But you got to go for 2 at some point.
Eventually. But you don't chase points early.
I am of the mindset that you go for 2 earlier so that you know if you have to settle for a field goal or not.
Never settle.
Thank you, Harris.
Never settle.
He yelled, never settle.
It is an extra point. It's 24-13.
Okay.
I don't think you chase points.
Kind of have to, though, with 7 minutes.
No, because no matter what, it's still a 2-possession game.
That's going to go down as a Dak touchdown pass, even though it really wasn't. It was the old little, I can't believe the Cowboys ran it, the jet sweep toss pass. They don't run that play.
Daddy Smoke's wondering if Harris got too drunk to finish the show.
Then he deleted the comment. He had remorse. Daddy Smokes. Back at it on YouTube Live.
Message retracted.
Yep.
That will end up going down, by the way, as a Dak Prescott touchdown pass.
We have an Alabama fan watching, by the way. Alabama is not
Alabama's
winning
really
the
good.
national championship. Ohio State is. Sorry, you in the comments section. It ain't happening.
Yeah,
think it's
Cam's
Bama.
not right in this one, guys.
I still
Bama's
think it's
winning.
Bama.
Bama's not
Sorry.
winning it.
Bama is a cheat code and is way better than every team there is.
Yeah, Rapeel gets it. Who needs Bailey? Because Brett Maher made the extra point.
I'm sure you tweeted about that, huh, Tom?
And only field goals, not extra points, Brett. Only extra points if they miss it. So there you go.
How do you guys come up with these names on YouTube? Immortal Cupcakes? What does that even mean? Just do your name with a couple of numbers. Like, why are we getting so creative with this stuff?
It's a cupcake that'll never die.
God.
Immortal Cupcake sounds like a fantastic random D horror film.
Yeah.
Like Thanksgiving.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. He's even laughing.
If you haven't seen Thanksgiving, go see it.
Oh,
Best
God.
movie ever.
It's like, what are we doing, guys? Just do your names. There's Bray. What's up, man? Thanks for commenting. Thanks for watching. Sorry about being wrong with your Dolphins, I will say.
Patty says troll names are just awesome.
See, there's an interesting name. Baseball player. Just give me a shout out. Baseball player, guys. He's a baseball player. That's it.
There's Dak's stat line, 15-24 for 113, a TD, and a pick. It's not really ideal. Zeke, if you had told me those were his numbers, I would have been, oh, cool. Not, oh, my God, they're down 24-13 and getting destroyed, really.
Doesn't tell the story, no doubt.
Yosef Gilbert wants to see us fight, by the way.
Who would win in a fight? That is the real question.
I'll put it in the comment
yeah,
section.
Put it in.
What
Let's
up,
take the
Dr.
votes.
San Antonio Midwest Pepper?
Joe Flacco has nightmares of Kiko Alonso. I know exactly what game you're talking about. 2013, Flacco had 5 picks against the Buffalo Bills. It was awful. It was brutal.
Lock it on the run. So it's 2nd and 5. You kind of have to force a 3 and out, I think. Immortal Cupcakes picked you.
Nice.
Oh, everyone's picking
Gilbert goes with Cam, all
BS.
caps.
Lame.
Everybody always writes your name in all caps.
I know. Sad boy. There's a name again. Cam, lowercase.
Lame. Not a single vote for him. Oh, I hate
Mark
that guy.
Wagner with Cam. It's unanimous, Tom.
Funny how they always pick me, too.
Gotta love it.
All right, Cam, I want to see who people think. You cannot vote for yourself. Who has the best YouTube name here? Don't vote for yourself.
What's the best YouTube name?
Cody Nutkiss, don't vote for yourself.
Cody Nutkiss has a farting problem, it appears.
Yeah, he seems
Weird.
like a mature fella.
Baseball player Cam is the GOAT. Appreciate that. Keep it real, baseball player. Maybe next week you'll be football player. Who knows?
Rabble, I told you can't vote for yourself. You got to get someone else to vote for you.
Got to kind of make a trade-off, you know? Like Survivor. I vote for you, you vote for me.
Rabble thinks I need to bulk up. You're
You
probably
do.
right.
You do a lot of cardio.
Yeah, I do too much, I think.
I think it's probably time for you to start packing on the muscle.
I was looking at
Just
myself
go
in the
straight
mirror.
Beef.
Not that I usually do that or anything because I'm not like Mitch Renz. But My arms appear very thin, more thin than ever before, and it's kind of scary.
All right, 4th down.
Okay.
Coming up. Let me get that touchdown into our highlight cut then, since we'll have another play to throw in at the end.
Lockett trying to sell a pass interference there?
Probably. Don't know why, but probably.
Mortal Cupcake.
We may have to do YouTube name power rankings.
We might have to. That
Daddy Smokes, in my eyes, is number 1. I love Daddy Smokes.
Is that because he comments a lot about you and his love for you?
Yes,
or
that's
because
exactly
his
why.
name is that amazing?
It's not
It's
who's
the
the
former,
best name. It's
not
who,
the latter.
Who gives Cam the most praise?
Exactly.
Yeah, where's the guy that loved Harris so much? He kind of disappeared.
Rip.
My activity on YouTube comments is almost Trump-esque. If somebody is
know
like,
it
Cam,
is.
you're the man. Thanks, man.
Okay.
And then, Cam, you're wrong.
Lockett
No,
might
you're
have
wrong.
had a little bit of a claim there. Cheeto did kind of bump
All right.
into the ground.
All right, Tom. Cowboys, they got to go 80 yards here.
We need 2 touchdowns.
Cowboys have been low-key really good in the 4th quarter, by the way.
Maybe they play looser in the 4th quarter? I don't know.
Because they're playing down and the other team just goes prevent defense.
Yeah, that's
Exactly.
how you put up big numbers in garbage time, because you just dink and dunk your way through.
No, Tom and I are not dating. Tom is happily engaged, guys.
Thanks for not saying I was married.
And I'm
going
to die alone. So
Oh, God, dude,
that's
come
where
on.
that's where we're at.
But how old is Tom? Because now those of you
That's
that have
in
been with
there.
us before, you kind of know the answer at this point. But we got a lot of new people every week.
Yep.
How old is Tom?
Bray says 26.
Well, Tom,
That's a
yeah,
reasonable number.
Bray's cheating.
because Bray knows the
Bray,
answer.
Bray knows
now.
the answer.
Oh.
And so Bray,
Ah,
like,
shoot, I
that's
gave it
fair.
away. Oh, no.
Bray, you can't do spoiler alerts when you know the answer. Boo.
Immortal
37.
Cupcakes 42. Cody Nutkiss.
I hate you guys.
The hell does that mean, Nutkiss?
Bears have taken the lead in that game, by the way.
And guess who's
Oh,
coming in?
crap. You serious?
What?
Josh Rosen.
It's Rosen time.
Rosen's going in the game.
The chosen one.
What a time to bring
But
him
it's
in.
4:31 in the fourth.
Crazy. He's going to win the game for the Cardinals, by the way. Swain dropped the
Oh,
pass,
no.
and now it's 3rd and 10.
Bradford has 2 picks. Is he hurt? All right, eat your gummy worms.
Brett wants his candy, by the way, Mitch. All right. Get Tavon on the field, by the way, because he's clearly your best offensive weapon.
He is.
I'm laughing because it hurts to admit the truth.
Truth hurts sometimes. Man, Bray's got to go run a mile.
Bray, get after it. Get that sweat on.
Thanks, sad boy. We love you.
All right, 4th and 3 coming up. Brett, look, I think you
Got
got
to go for it.
I
You
think
have
to go
for it.
Like, because you need all the time you can get.
Cam sounds like he just hit puberty. Okay.
Burn.
Good talk.
Burn.
Sad boy will be back. He subscribed to the channel.
Thank
so there
you.
you go.
Good.
Good stuff.
Everyone should subscribe. It's a great
Y'all
channel.
should
Let me
do
put
that.
let me put the link in there for you guys.
Yep.
Make it easy for you.
Hey, just click the button, too. They're just right there.
2 options is better than none, Brett.
Mm-hmm. True.
Subscribe below.
Rabble has a high school football game tomorrow. Wish me luck. What position are you? Let me know. Good luck to you, though.
Wait, your game's on a Monday?
Yeah, that's interesting, isn't it?
That is weird.
3rd and 10. Well, this could be 4th and 3.
So
Sad.
checked it down. Swain picked up. Go for it. I get you taking your time here. But you gotta do something. Let's see if my app is ahead of it for chat sports.
What's your rivals rating, Rabble?
Defensive tackle. 3-star.
Cody typed in
Is Tom...
Gibberish. is Tom gibberish.
I'm going to let that one go through.
I don't know what it means, but I like it.
I don't either.
Cody Nutkiss. Such a
All right,
nutcase.
4th and 3. Come on, Cowboys. Yes! First down to Cole Beasley. And a penalty for roughing the passer. I think it actually might have been a justifiable one this time, too.
Go, go,
It
go.
looked like he was up in his face.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Cowboys marching.
And then Dak runs for 11 yards.
Cowboys marching.
Oh, boy. Comeback City. I doubt it, but still, how cool would that be? Oh, yeah, that was an easy
that was
call.
roughing the passer.
Just shoved him.
Oh, man.
Pretty obvious, too. Oh, yeah, that's an easy call. Dak kind of sold it, but easy call there.
All right. There's plenty of time at this point. Noah, you were right. There is plenty of time now. if the Cowboys can punch one in quickly here.
Dak definitely flopped, but I appreciate the flop effort.
Yeah, that's a good time to do a flop.
All right, got the ball to the 31 now. You picked up the first down. Okay. All right, and you got second and 10. That's okay. You got time. I like Dak audibling at the line.
This is what the Cowboys did against the Panthers. They made it a game in the fourth quarter.
Good block by Swaim, and Dak slides like a smart person. What was the stat again, Brett? Was it 4 carries for Dak and the Cowboys win every game?
It wasn't every game, but win percentage was like 800.
Okay.
Cowboys now have more total offensive yards than the Seahawks. 283 to 282.
Turnovers and
No pictures on the box score.
So
Seattle is capitalized.
Baseball players throwing out there, Cowboys can just kick a field goal, right? They could. There's too much time left for
First
that.
down.
If we were under a minute, I'd say yes. Kick the field goal. Go do your onside kick.
I think you go for the touchdown, and then you go for 2 as well.
Yes.
And now Beasley again stepping up. So now they're marching a little bit here. Okay, I like this.
Yeah, you'd most definitely go for the 2-point conversion here because then you either know you need a touchdown or a field goal.
You need 8 here. The real Cam is Cam Newton. Luke, you're wrong. The real Cam is Cam Rogers.
You know, that's actually like the second or third time he's put that in there.
Really?
And he's just waiting for you to say it.
Well, you baited me, Luke. You baited me in. Clickbait. You're all clickbait, all of you. Baiters.
First and 10 here. You're in the red zone, which is huge.
Come on.
There you
All
go,
right, so
Cole. Okay, he's been good. He is up to 3 catches, 46 yards. I mean, it's not great numbers by any means, but it's solid. All right, a little up-tempo here.
Oh, no. People are commenting.
All right, come on, Dak.
First and 10.
Oh, my God, Earl Thomas. He picked it off.
I mean,
Actually,
why didn't they trade for him?
that's symbolism at its finest, folks.
It's too good. It's too real.
At its finest. Jason Garrett still clapping,
You
though.
going to clap, Jason?
Jason's like, oh, yeah, we're going to go trade for him now.
Not a great decision.
Great play by Wagner.
Bobby Wagner.
it's
Yeah.
And then Jarwin tries to catch it off the tip, and
Wow.
Thomas is the one that does. Earl Thomas gets a taunting penalty, too.
All right, let me get that cut to end the highlight reel.
Yep. Wrap it
Fitting.
up, Tom.
Earl Thomas, 2 interceptions.
Yeah, pretty fitting.
Pay the man.
Highlights will be available after the game on our Dallas Cowboys Report YouTube channel. Subscribe now if you're a Cowboys fan. YouTube.com/Dallas Cowboys Report. Link there.
Link in comments and at the bottom of your screen.
Great play by Seattle in the end.
Oops, somebody wants to bet, guys. The world is yours. He wants to bet. I'm not
Nice.
sure what he's betting about. I missed it.
But go to chatsports.com/bet.
But if you want some bonus money to bet on,
Yeah.
the world is yours.
Daddy Smokesy
Chatsports.com.
called it yo.
Cody Nutkiss. I think Cam was a great guy. Thanks, Nutty. Appreciate that.
Daddy Smokesy Amps called it low lights. No, for the Cowboys, yes. For Seattle, no.
I would assume Sad Boy is, well, sad right now.
You got 3rd and 19, so I mean you'll get another chance, but you kind of blew it, really.
300 people live, weeping in sorrow about the Cowboys.
I think there are some Seahawks fans here.
Yeah, perhaps.
All right, let's talk about what Dawson just put in there. Told you, Cowboys need to rebuild and draft a QB round 1 next year.
Is the Dak era over? Or soon to be over?
I think it's a little early for that. I don't think he was great today, but this offense is supposed to be built around a ground game and an offensive line. And with that receiving core, I don't think they really stepped it up either. So Dak's certainly not good enough, but I think it's a little bit early to declare his career over and to go draft a quarterback. It does heavily depend on where you end up drafting. If you're drafting early, I do think you need to consider it. At the very least, think about it, even though I don't love this quarterback class necessarily. Dak.
Who's your top quarterback as we stand?
Justin Herbert out of Oregon.
Gotcha.
I don't love the class overall. I'm not even totally convinced on Herbert, but if I had to pick one right now, I would pick Justin Herbert.
Got it.
The Oregon kid.
Yep. Potential Heisman candidate as well.
Maybe a little bit less than now that they've lost, but
fair. Bro, chill.
John Stephen Jones going to be our quarterback in a few years. He's been playing a little bit.
Yeah, not well, though.
But, I mean, what do you expect for Arkansas?
They're bad.
Ooh, Shea Patterson is NFL ready.
He's not.
He's not.
Yo, boy.
Talented, sure, but he hasn't proven it yet, so pass.
If you had to grade the offense today, Tom, what would you grade it?
D.
Ground game was okay.
Yeah.
But
3 turnovers, there's no way you can get above it.
You
can't get a C. You cannot get a C
win
grade
that
with
way.
a D.
You just
with
can't.
That many turnovers. Okay, Cowboys have used up all of their timeouts. Still a 2-minute warning to go.
Because I thought Seattle got the first down, but it says 4th and 7. So I'm confused. Pretty sure Carson got that on like 3rd and 18. Odd. Well, Brett, I might as well go ahead and export this highlight cut for you.
Yeah, I think we're ready to go, Tom. Highlights after the game. YouTube.com/Dallas Cowboys Report. It'll also be up on Facebook at Facebook.com/Cowboys World Dallas. Hit us up. Links will come up in comments.
Sup internet right there.
Daddy Smokes, encouraging people to like the video, of course.
Thank
Please
you,
do like
Daddy.
the video.
Smoke Sam's. It sounded weird if I didn't put the other part in there.
That's fair.
Yeah, that was a first down for the Seahawks, so they're just going to...
Yeah, this game's over.
This game's over. Brutal effort. Kind of sums up the game. 3rd and forever, and you let them get the first down on a draw play.
You guys see some scores from across the NFL on your screen as well, I believe. Yes, it has. Chargers and Rams has gone final. Rams improved to 3-0. Boy, are they going to be a threat this season.
Legit.
No doubt. No doubt.
Could almost say they're too legit to quit.
Rivers 226 through the air. I think the Rams are a no-fly zone. No doubt.
Yeah, I mean...
Although the Peters injury, worth watching.
Yeah, that's a question mark there, but...
what's going on in this Bears game?
Wilson with a smart...
what happened in the Cardinals game, do you know? Chase Edmonds.
And then on 4th down, with the game on the line, David Johnson's on the sidelines.
Rosen throws a pick.
What happened?
And Rosen threw
What are you doing,
You
Arizona?
kidding me?
Mike McCoy!
Oh.
He did, Daddy Smoke Sam. Yeah, he just threw a pick. Bears will win that game.
God.
McCoy's not good. Very, very sad showing for the Cowboys. Great news for Seattle. This really was a must-win game for them, Cam. Like, had they started the year 0-3, they're not going to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, Seattle with a big-time victory at home. They bounce back. Obviously, an important win for them. With Garoppolo down and Richard Sherman down, you may see a little opening here for Seattle to perhaps get a wild card, win the West. Who knows? But the Rams look really good. The NFC is as tight as can be. There's a lot of depth, a lot of ability in this conference compared to the AFC, which just seems watered down and pathetic.
It does.
So
I'm laughing at it. Well, they should be able to at least take some more time off the clock here and then head in with a lead, but not been a good day for the Cowboys. I'll quickly read off some more stats for both sides. Dak Prescott, 18 of 31, 148, 1 TD, 2 interceptions. The one pick, definitely not his fault. The other one was kind of more, I think, 50-50, where it was just probably not a good decision, but kind of got lucky it was caught. Zeke was good, but 16 carries for 127. you'd like to see something more like 32 carries for 200 plus in reality. Cole Beasley was your leading receiver for the Cowboys, 3 receptions, 46 yards. Leighton Vander Esch, by the way, had 10 tackles.
There you go.
He was good in playing in place of an injured Sean Lee, who was, of course, hurt again. Russell Wilson was very good, 16 of 26, 182, 2 TDs, so didn't let the world on fire stats-wise, but
efficient.
They really leaned on Chris Carson, 31 carries, 103 yards. Not a good average, nothing more than 13, but they committed to the run. And then Tyler Lockett was your clear-cut top receiver, 4 catches, 77 yards, 1 TD. Earl Thomas, 7 tackles, and 2 key picks.
Trade for me.
Yeah.
That's all I'll say.
Earl's going to go up to Jason Garrett. See, y'all need me. I'll walk away.
Oh, God. How was Xavier Woods today? Did he get hurt again?
He played.
Okay.
I don't know if it was Cheeto's fault or Xavier Woods' fault on that first touchdown, but there was clearly some miscommunication. I think it was Awuzie's fault, but Woods had 1 tackle, didn't do a whole lot. The Cowboys pass rush, which had been so good entering this game, only had 2 sacks on Wilson. Now, they missed a couple that ended up being incompletes, but still not quite the same as a sack, but not a ideal showing for the Cowboys.
No, not at all.
Actually, very, very concerning showing, I think. But that is what it is. So, all right, finally 3rd and 10. Carson actually loses a yard on that one, so there you go. They'll be forced to punt it away here. They'll probably run the clock all the way down, call their last timeout.
Come back. No, it's over.
Yeah, it's ball game.
And some jawing at the end of this too, Tom.
Classic.
Some frustrations.
Jeff Heath making sure Russell Wilson was down, I guess. I don't know. Like, he went over to him, like, almost tackled him. Yeah, I would say frustration for the Cowboys. We saw Randy Gregory get frustrated and take a stupid penalty.
So it's Cowboys and Lions, 12 o'clock Central game next week, 1 o'clock Eastern.
Ew. Very ew.
Then it's a Sunday night date with Houston.
Well, they're going to take some time up here to at least kill the clock, you know. Classic.
1 minute.
Any good weigh-ins you got for this game, Cam? Just want to ask the people.
Is it time to revisit signing Des Bryant? Do it, because you know people will want to vote on that. Oh! Should the Cowboys sign Colin Kaepernick and save this franchise?
Yeah, I'm going to go with Brett there. No.
Because we were entering that point of the year when some teams see really bad quarterback play and or injuries, like the 49ers, for example, and that's when Colin Kaepernick is going to get shouted out in comments on the internet.
Clearly. Well, now it's 3rd and 10 coming up here. Very, very sad. Well, if you're a Cowboys fan. If you're a Seahawks fan, you're like, cool, we needed this one really badly. Wilson looked good. Tyler Lockett stepped up. They ran the ball somewhat effectively, and fitting that there's now a holding on Lael Collins because, well, that's just classic. Zeke, again, not great field awareness of where he was on the field. I've noticed today. Not ideal.
Maybe they can pry Tony Romo out of retirement.
Don't do that one. The people will take you seriously.
Oh, God. Developing story.
They actually want Tony to come back and be the coach now. Some of them do. In all seriousness.
Cowboys rumors, signing Tony Romo, signing Colin Kaepernick,
Dak just took a 12-yard loss on a sack, and there was a hold. Jeez. Just brutal.
Sad Boy says that would be awesome, I assume, if Tony Romo was the quarterback again.
All right, folks. Well, this one's over. So,
closing time.
Thanks for singing, Cam. I appreciate it.
You got it.
Honestly, for the Cowboys, I think you just punted away. Why risk taking an injury to it's kind of a weak holding call, by the way. But
Mia Johnson shouting you out because you asked for it on YouTube Live. Thanks for watching.
They got the first down. Oh, sorry, it was only 20 yards. Never mind. Saw a gain of 20, got excited. Never mind.
Dak creating.
All right, folks, we're going to go ahead and sign off here because, well, it's just kneeling now. So we'll be back on here on Facebook.com/Cowboys World Dallas with some highlights here in just a couple minutes. So go there, like the page. You'll be notified once we're live.